think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Live at the Bike, brought to you by the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles, California, the first and only webcast of real action cash game poker. My name is Bart Hansen, and I am here briefly tonight with Nicole Pepe. She's going to start the show off. And then we're going to have a couple people from the Lips Tour come in and do some commentating with me. A nice lady by the name of Loopy is going to come in. And hopefully around 7:30, we're going to have a very brief interview. Johnny Chan's going to join me here in the booth.
Great.
And we're going to be doing a $100 no-limit game tonight. The blinds for this game are 2 and 3. We have female Legends champion of last year, London Gallagher, on the table, and some other poker chicks on the table. We'll get into that a little more when Loopy comes in and explains to it. So let's get to the table.
Let's do it.
And let's start the action. We're going to go around and introduce the table. In seat number 1, we've got Divana Cole. Seat number 2, we've got Susie. Seat 3 is Bonita. Seat 4 is going to be Debbie Knight. Seat number 5 is Lisa Steiner. Seat 6 is Julie. Seat 7 over there, that's London Gallagher. I'm sure everyone, she's got a different colored hair, but she was on the World Poker Tour, the ladies event this year. Seat number 8 is Michelle. And seat 9 is Sherry. Again, we're playing $100 no limit, restricted buy, and the yellow chips are $5 chips. The blinds for this game are 2 and 3. And we are experimenting again with our widescreen format, so questions, comments, tell me how it's looking here out there in internet land. As you can see, the different overview there, main view. And first hand there is taken down by Susie with ace-king on that flop. So do you play this game anymore at all, the 100 game?
I never really got into the 100 game.
Well, it is really a restricted game.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
so
gotta really
short. I feel like, I just don't have any chips to do anything.
You really do have to build up your chips, obviously.
Yeah, I really like the 2 and the 3 to 5.
Yeah.
But this can be a fun game, especially for a starter game.
Well, I think that, definitely for starters, and I think this game plays kind of like, almost like a limit game, especially when you first start off. I mean,
Exactly.
you can't really play drawing hands.
Right.
They have little value. Suited connectors mean nothing in this game when you start off with $100.
Right. So it is a great game to learn how to play.
Yeah,
to learn how to play right.
Pretty much ABC, solid poker is going to take this down. Seat 8 limps in here. Again, it's $3. The blue chips are $1 chips, so you're going to see 3 blues there as a limp. Seat 8 limped in with a King 10 suited. And we're going to see this with 2 limpers and the blind. Again, seat 8's got a King 10 suited. And the flop comes 7, deuce, 6. Looks like Debbie has the best hand in seat 4 with King 6. She got a free ride in the blind. Gets checked to Sherry, and she's going to bet in position here with middle pair. And she's going to call. She's going to get called here for $10 by Debbie. And Michelle is out of the hand. So we're going to see it hands up here. Now Debbie's got her out kick that turns a 7. This might make Debbie stick around. And now Sherry is going to bet 20. And Debbie's going to call, and Debbie's kicker is going to play her. And the river here is an 8, and King 6 is good. Check. And Sherry's going to check behind Debbie, but that King is going to play, and she's going to take down the first hand of the night. As always, you can keep this show interactive as possible. Questions, comments, suggestions. Hey, if anybody wants to send me some emails in the first, say, 20, half an hour, minutes of the show, interesting questions that they might want to ask Johnny Chan, this is your chance. Hop on it right away. And again, he's only going to be here for maybe, 5 minutes, but...
That's great. How'd you get him in? Did you personally call him, Bart?
Yeah, I did. If they're good questions, hey, I'll ask them. Anybody wants to specifically think of something that would be very, very interesting to ask him. Again, he's going to be coming in around 7:30-ish.
Looks like it. It looks like it to me. Instead of going to buy your husband a Valentine's gift. I think it looks Oh, they left it good.
Seat 6 limped in here with an ace, 9, and diamond.
Go.
All I did was play poker until 2 o'clock in the morning all weekend. One to call.
And we're going to see a call here by seat number 3 with the suited connector, Bonita.
3 players. It was
And we're going to see three-way action.
not what he said.
Limped around.
At one point, you see...
Queen, Jack, 6. Doesn't look like anyone's got much here.
You got a nut flush draw. That's about it.
Yep. Julie's got the nut flush draw. But Bonita, it gets checked to her, and she's going to bet on the button. And seat 6 is going to check call. The turn's a 4. Check, check. And the river's a 5. Well, Bonita has the best hand. See if Julie tries to bluff it out. Nope.
Nope.
6 is good.
These girls are having too much fun.
Seat 3 is going to take it down.
I love their shirts. too.
You know, now, funny enough, I always ask Shirley, and I asked you, I said, why did, to make a gross overgeneralization, doesn't it seem like some women, play weak tie? If you play on a table and you see a woman on the table, and we're going to be like, all right, I see a guy like Corporation Mike. I know he's going to be loose aggressive. But when I usually say a woman on the table, they usually play tighter and a little bit passive post flop. Is that fair to say?
I don't know that's fair to say of all women, but probably the women that you see here. There's not a lot of professional women players that you're going to see at the bike, really, honestly. And who you do see, there's just not that many women players in general.
Button's going to move over here to seat 4. But even recreationally, I mean, there aren't that many, necessarily male poker players that are professionals that play here, I just,
no, that's true. I think, women have a long way to come still. This has been predominantly a man's game for how long?
Right.
Women are really just getting into it in the last few years.
Ace 4 deuce here was limped around and in the blinds. I don't think we've seen a pre-flop raise yet. And seat number 8 there, Michelle, is going to bet 10. She's a stone cold bluff. Now, Julie's got a flush draw and a wheel draw. And she makes the call, check call. She needs a 5, a club, a 3 or a 9 here, actually, because Michelle doesn't have a pair yet. The turn's a deuce. And Michelle's going to continue to fire here.
15.
She's going to bet 15. And, Julie's hand it's a pretty big draw. And she's going to make the check call here again.
With a hiss.
And the river is a 4. And you know what? This one's going to get chopped up if you see it at Showdown. Both players have the same best 5 cards here. And they do. It gets checked down. Pair of 4s and a pair of deuces with an ace kicker. 2 pair. So they're going to get chopped up. There it is. Again, Mopar Magic on 2+2 wrote up about Kenna James. We want to encourage everybody to go over to KennaJames.com, check out his website. He's always we're a big fan of him. He comes on live at the bike often. Super, super nice guy. So,
Have you seen his website yet?
check that out. I have. Yeah, he's got gunshots and all kinds of
I
stuff
heard
going
that.
on when we're there. So it's really interesting. So
Change your glasses, babe. Those were not suited.
these ladies are going to be talkative tonight, so I'm going to try to let them talk.
No, it's one of our little jokes. I can't
Button moves over here to seat 5.
Tell me your secret. I already get, people telling me I'm too loud.
Fold, fold. London Gallagher is in the big blind here.
Make it 10.
And we're going to see a $10 raise. First one of the night here. Pocket 4s over there for Bonita in seat 3. Wow. Yeah, that's a good idea, Donna. Donna says if they flash, we'll give them live bike beads. There you go.
Oh, boy. It'll be a whole new game.
2 players.
Julie's going to call here with the Queen 10.
Because she always
And Julie's flopped another pretty big hand. Open-ended straight draw, bottom pair. She's well ahead against Bonita's pocket 4s. But Julie's played it a little bit passively so far. She's going to check and check call here. Bonita's in real trouble. She needs a 4 and a 4 only. Turns a 9, and now Julie's got the straight. And now Julie's going to come out and bet. Okay. And I'm sure Bonita's probably going to fold. There's nothing Bonita can beat. And she does. And Julie takes it down. And again, I don't mean to overgeneralize, but I just always think, sometimes when you go onto a table you know, you sometimes, look at a person and see, what style are they going to necessarily play. Because you don't know, even if you're watching for only half an hour, if you, go into a whole different card, you don't necessarily know what they're doing or how they play, Bunt's going to move over here to seat 6.
Not that long. Not that long.
But I went home. I couldn't
What
wait
time
to
did
tell
you
my
leave?
husband, honey. I had to tell. I was like 1:30.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't. Would have been
1:30.
12:30.
No, honey, it was 1:30.
So,
1:30.
limp here by seat number 1, King Jack.
Thank you.
She's calling. I'm gonna think about.
And actually, you know what? She might have raised it up there a little bit.
Beware
Let's see.
Beware of the limper.
$9.
Beware of the limper.
Nope, just a limp. And seat 5 is going to call with pocket 7. Seat 6 has got pocket 3s.
Hey, Donna, are they mentioning
Buttons
our
over
name
there in seat 6.
from the poker lips? From the poker lips. From the poker lips. Tony, this stuff is working.
And these girls are having some fun here. 4-way action.
5 players. Hey, it's already met Rachel.
5-way action.
Oh,
Here we go to the flop. 9, deuce, 4.
Is very inventive.
Looks like Lisa still has the best hand here with pocket 7. She's limped around. And Lisa's going to bet.
15.
She's going to bet 15, and she does have the best hand. Not a bad flop for pocket 7s. Nobody has a 9 here.
That's interesting.
And it looks like,
I'm pretty sure you don't have that, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that.
well, that's good, Devonna, because she's got you with pocket 7s. And seat
I like
number
that
5 there.
shirt that Lisa's wearing. I need one of them.
Isn't that a Rolling Stones thing? Like, it's a Rolling Stones thing, right? Yeah.
I get to see what that $20 bet was.
Are you a fan of the Rolling Stones?
20.
You know, I don't really listen to them all that
Who's not a
much.
fan of the Rolling Stones?
I do like them.
I
Yeah.
forget.
I say it was a loser.
You just don't like Mick Jagger.
I don't have any of their CDs.
Oh. Again, we're here live at the bike. We're playing the Lips Ladies event here. $100 no limit.
Right, a pair of twos.
2-3 blinds. $5 chips or yellows. Blues chips or $1 chips.
Twice in a row? 2 times in a row?
Okay, this is 2 turns in a row.
Wow.
Limped around here. And again, we're going to get some more information about where these ladies are from and what they're representing in a few minutes here.
Permanently, they said.
You have to put
After
it
you
back.
look, you have to put it back.
And we're going to see a raise here. One of the first ones here. Out of the big blind, she's going to raise it to 20. Ace 10 of spades. So Sherry's going to raise here with Ace 10 of spades. A lot of people might just check that in the blind.
I'd have to go all in to call that bet.
And looks like she's probably going to take it down here. And she does. Ace 10 of spades. They're in the blind. Yeah, London Gallagher, she used to have blonde hair.
Oh, here's the cocktail lady.
She's changing it up.
Changing it up. Got that red hair thing going now.
Yeah, you can buy.
You can throw your watch in, too.
Cash game is right.
She said you can turn your watch into a buy if you want.
But moves over here to C8. I think London Gallagher actually battled through, what, maybe 300 or 400 women legends last year in the summer.
I would like a
Won the event, got that seat in the WPT Ladies Invitational. Unfortunately, I think she was the first one out, but I think she just got a little bit unlucky. Hey, we're getting words that there are no problems with the street with this nice wide screen format. I'm happy to hear that. Again, people, tell us what you think about the screen format. Button moves over here to seat 8.
Angelica. Is that her real name?
Limp, limp.
I love the fact. And how do you spell it?
And a fold here on the button. And we're gonna, looks like we're gonna see 4-way action here. Limped around and in the blinds.
4 players.
4-way action.
Angie.
9-4-9 here with a couple diamonds, and Bonita's got trip 9s. Flops trip 9s. And I think she checked it from up front, and the turn's a 6 of diamonds.
It's a 6.
So it's a third diamond. And now Divana's going to come out and bet here on the 6. She's going to bet $10, and Bonita's just going to call. She's slow playing here. And the river's a queen. And again, wow, and Divona does not bet with trip. Excuse me, she did not have trip 9s. It was a 10. No, it was a 9. I don't know, Nicole, help me out here. Was it a 9 or was it a 10?
I'm sorry, I'm sleeping. I missed the flop completely.
Looked like she had flopped trip 9s. Again, we got a different widescreen format for our flop cam, too, so some of the cards look a little different than I'm accustomed to. They're a little stretched wide. Again, you can email us at live@thebike.com. Hey, I still haven't had any emails about anybody want to ask Johnny Chan anything. Pocket Jacks here for seat number 6.
Ace Jack.
Yep, Ace
Seat
Jack. Seat 2 and seat 8. So all the jacks are gone. So let's see how much Julie's going to raise. She's going to make it 15.
I know, I was supposed to do 10, wasn't I?
Now let's see if seat 8's going to call here with the Ace Jack of Diamonds.
I can't take it
She
back.
doesn't keep promises. Did I tell you that?
Yep, she does call with Ace Jack of Diamonds. Now seat 2's over in the blind, out of position, with Ace Jack off suit.
And there's 3 aces out, so she's drawing pretty slim as well.
Yeah. Case ace, right?
Yeah.
Or some sort of weird straight.
I'm just kidding.
See if Susie's going to play here with the Ace Jack off suit, out of position.
Yeah.
She's got some interesting card protector there on the table. Was that a little frog or something? Yeah, little camouflage frog.
frog.
She's having a tough time with this one. It looks like I can't quite see her right arm there. She might not have that many chips. Yeah, she's not going to play it. She might have had 150 there. I don't mind that lay down at all. So her head's up
Jack
here.
is a hard hand to play. Very hard. And she got nothing. She's happy with her lay down, I'm sure.
Julie's got the overpair. 3, 4, 10, 2 hearts.
All in. Okay, 10.
And we're going to have a $10 bet here.
She wins.
Firing there, Julie.
Yeah, and she's going to take it down.
Thank you.
Seems like the ladies are chirping out there on the table.
Yeah, I think they're here for a little fun, and they're having it.
Every fifth hand?
Yeah,
I'm seeing.
I'll just bet 50.
Yeah, a nice land there by Julie.
Okay, so you're, let's see, that was...
Number 1.
The button moves over here to seat 1.
No, but you played that one, right? And
Yeah.
won it.
Yeah, that's why I said 4 to go.
Okay.
But I sometimes lie.
Sometimes.
Or you're mistaken.
Oh, Ace Jack of Diamonds here again, this time for seat 3. Bonita.
I already got yours.
You learn how to take it out of the hole.
I told you.
And it doesn't look like anyone else is going to come into this pot.
Switch. No switch. She's two.
Got a call here by seat number 9. She's going to need to show us her cards. Deuce 5 of clubs. Susie is in the small blind with Ace 3. Let's see if she completes. She's just one chip more. She does. And Bonita, sensing some weakness, she's going to raise it up to 10. Sherry quickly folds. And let's see if Susie doesn't... Well, she mucked the Ace Jack off suit before.
It was a $1 more.
Ace 3 is quickly gone.
Yep. And Bonita's going to take it down. Now, Nicole,
Yes.
tomorrow we still have on tap. We got to keep our fingers crossed. We could have some really big players here tomorrow. Possibly Antonio, possibly Joseph Hashem, and possibly Mike Manasow.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not exactly sure yet. But anyways, this game's going to be chock full of action. If it was anything like last week, I mean, it's going to play big. 25-50 unrestricted buy-in, no limit hold'em.
It's going to be massive.
Yeah.
You guys got your classic cards? Yep.
Champagne, caviar, and plastic cards.
Big blinds here in seat 4, buttons in seat 2.
Angie, baby.
Limp here. We haven't seen London Gallagher play your hand yet.
Three to call, please.
She's kind of
We're all taken, by the way.
she's kind of tight. She's been pretty tight here so far.
I don't know. I left mine at home.
Seat 8 and seat 9 are
All
going to
right, let me
fold.
take a...
Okay, so now looking at this table thus far, do you consider all these women to be weak tight?
You know what? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what weak tight means.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily mean in a negative term. I just mean, put it this way, they're definitely a lot tighter than you're going to
Okay.
see.
Does weak mean bad?
Well, I think it just tends to mean a little bit passive post-flop. But I was not specifically talking about these women. I'm just saying the average woman player that you see.
Is a bad player.
No.
That's what you said.
Gonna get me in trouble. These women are going to watch this
You
show.
said it.
No, I had this discussion with Shirley multiple times.
Yeah, what did Shirley say?
She agreed with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she agreed with me that, you know, for the most part, if you
I
take...
know I'm gonna hurt the baby, but
Because when you think about it, there isn't... What is the... You know, if you go to a no-limit game,
Okay.
it's probably going to be 10 to 20% women, right? Compared to the men.
Really? I'm
Or you
mostly
think
said I'm the only woman
less.
mostly when I sit
okay,
down.
maybe
Yeah.
even less. Maybe
Yeah.
even less than that. So I'm saying it's easy to categorize somebody
Yeah.
that's only consists
Exactly,
10%
that's what I'm saying
of the poker
for-
population.
I mean, I've seen quite a few very good women poker players.
So have I.
By quite a few, I don't mean nothing near as close as to how many men you see that are
right,
great.
right.
But yeah, I would definitely say there's a lot more women who are bad at poker.
Well, the term bad, I don't want to use that term. I'm just talking about style of play.
Yeah.
It's usually very tight, and it tends to be a little bit passive when they don't hit anything. Now, London's picked up a real hand here in seat 7. She's got ace-king offsuit.
we're not playing poker.
She's going to raise it to $10. And Bonita's going to call. She's got a little gapped suited connector there. And these are the types of hands, it's almost like a limit game here, Nicole. I don't know how much Bonita has in front of her, but if you only have about 60 or 70, you know, do you make this call on a $100 no-limit game? We're going to see the flop here. And London's flop top pair, ace 10-10. I assume she's going to come out and bet.
Ace 10-9, I think.
You're right. Ace 10-9. So maybe I did read that board wrong last time. And Bonita's got a little piece of it. She's got a pair of 9s, and she's going to make the call. Turns a 4.
When I was young, I always wanted those type of drinks, but they never gave them to me.
We got a $25 bet by London here. Now on the turn, she's really pushing forward, and she's going to take it down there.
Wait. No.
So David Moxness says, I like the widescreen, but the names are a little bit hard to read. Maybe a white background with black letters or something would work better. Thank you for the comments. And we got a first question here from Hafke Siegel for Johnny Chan. Did you play against Stu Unger in the 80s? If so, what present-day player would be closest to Stewie's playing style? I like that question. J. Bugsy Siegel. And we're going to get a new dealer into the game.
I got carrots. That 5-deuce offsuit.
And here we are.
Right now. You're in
Again,
trouble.
we are here live at the bike. We are doing a Lips Invitational $100 no-limit cash game. The blinds for this game are 2 and 3. We have the champion of last year's Legends Ladies event, London Gallagher, in seat number 7. And there's going to be a lot of action here.
Here we go again. Pokey poker.
Let's go around and introduce the table again here. Seat number 1, we've got Devonna Cole.
Can you pay attention?
Seat number 2, we have Susie.
What a bully.
Seat number 3, we've got Bonita.
Belt.
In seat 4, we've got Debbie.
Personality.
Seat number 5, we have Elisa. Moving over to seat 6, we have Julie. And seat 7, of course, London Gallagher. Seat number 8, we have Michelle. And rounding out the table in seat 9, we have Sherry. There we go. Let's get into the hand here. We've got pocket kings here for seat 1. King, queen suited and ace, deuce of spades. I think Devonna raised it up to 13 pre-flop, and there's the ace.
All in.
Seat 6 is checked. And Devonna's going to make a continuation bet here for 15, and Bonita's all in here for 11. And again, I bring it back to the point. We don't have this game on the show that often. Wow, and she spikes a second ace. Devonna needs a king here. And the river here is a jack. Bring up the kind of point, you know, Bonita had maybe about $30 there. Do you want to just call with ace deuce suited, like say a $13 raise with only 30 left?
Right.
Is that almost a re-raise or a fold hand
Right.
in this game?
I agree.
Yeah. But she got lucky. She spiked an ace.
She did.
And she took it down, and she's going to double through.
Don't raise.
There you go.
You've seen I get beat up on things.
Before that, your ace didn't work out. That's where you made all your money.
Another question here from Johnny Chan by Rich French regarding how often Johnny plays in the big game. I assume he's talking about the big game at Bellagio because he has business obligations.
He does. I didn't know
For
that.
the cameras, that was a bummer.
And was he a part of the corporation that took on Andy Beal recently? We'll try to get that stuff in. We also have an email from Deborah Clement. Got a lot of us at PokerChicks.com watching. Well, Deborah, I want to tell you a whole bunch about Poker Chicks, and that's going to come in a couple minutes. We're going to see a live straddle here by seat number 8.
I'm indifferent. Okay.
And she's got a nice hand in the straddle spot, so it's going to be $6 to call. $6 to call.
Sounds so funny. Raise $6.
And we get a raise here by seat 9. She's going to make it 30. We can't see what she has over there in seat 9. That's Sherry. She's got ace-jack suited as well. Same hand as the straddle spot in seat 8. Now, the straddling is when you double the big blind and you have the option when it comes back around to you. So it's $6 to call, and seat 9 made it 30. Big raise in this game.
30 is a huge raise when you only start with $100.
London is not going to play pocket threes. Obviously, you know, if she was deeper and Sherry was deeper, maybe she would make that call.
And Michelle's going to call with the same hand.
Yeah, and again, Michelle is on the short stack, so I'm not exactly sure about this call. Wow, and Sherry here is on a total free roll, 9-6-6 with 2 clubs, over cards and a club draw, and she's going to move all in. She cannot lose the hand. She's on a club free roll, and Michelle is not going to call.
That's your job.
And Sherry is going to take it down.
She's not in school.
There you go. Nice hand there for Sherry. Yep.
You know, Kevin,
So again, get ready for the big game tomorrow.
Frank's going to be going.
As we always do, 25, 50, no limit hold 'em. Button moves over here to seat 6.
See me take money out of my pocket. He's like, I will drive down there. It's much better. Yeah.
Ace queen suited here for the button,
I
seat
want to
6.
come in sometime and commentate the big game. I want to see how they play. Is Shirley coming tomorrow?
I believe that she is. I believe that she is. There's a really good chance that she is.
Or whatever it is.
Wow, she gets cable.
But we might see some of you tomorrow as well.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Say it a little louder. I don't think they heard you.
Good.
And I could actually, you know what? I could have sworn. Yeah, it's ace queen here. Excuse me, for seat number 7, London, and she's going to raise it out of the small blind.
I love that name, London.
She's going to make it 12 total, 10 more to go. Now Bonita's got 8-10 offsuit. Again, she doesn't have that many chips. She is in position against London, and she's going to make the call. So we're heads up here. Now I want to see if London doesn't hit the flop, is she going to continue here with the bet? Obviously, we know she's a tournament player. Well, she's picked up a draw. She's got a gut shot. Now, see, she checks it, and Bonita checks right behind her, and this is the type of thing I was talking about a little bit. The turn is a queen.
Yeah, but on the last flop, the girl at ace-jack, and it was 6-6-9. She went all in.
She did have overcards and a flush draw.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big hand.
So it's every person plays different, man or woman. And I have seen many weak, tight men.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. London's going to bet there on the turn. She picked up the queen and she took it down.
I'm going to fight for my women.
Hey, I am not.
We need all the help we can get.
I'm just bringing it up as an observation, and I could be totally wrong, and that's why I wanted to bring that up to you.
You don't start at seat 7.
Button's going to move over here to London, seat 7.
She lives outside the bunch, baby.
We can always just go this way.
Rock back and forth and get seats.
So, Nicole, getting word here that
I'm
we're
outie.
going to say goodbye to you.
That's all right.
And Lupe is going to come into the booth.
All right, see you guys
And
later.
she's going to tell us all about the Poker Chicks and exactly what we're doing. So we say goodbye to Nicole. Goodbye, Nicole. Again, London has the button here. We're playing 2-3 no limit, $100 max buy-in. Bonita calls, just a limp. Pocket 4 is over here for seat number 7. London's going to limp in. Small blind's going to complete, and we're going to see it 4 ways. 4-way action. Here we go to the flop. 10, deuce, 3. Couple diamonds out there. Looks like London has the best hand in pocket 4. She's only facing 1 overcard. 10, deuce, 3. And she's going to bet here on the button. I love the bet. And she's going to take it down. Nice hand there for London. And she takes it down there. So the button's going to move over here to seat 8.
Okay, cut her off.
London won that hand. Are we going to say hello
Jaeger seat 4.
to
Make it a double.
Lupe? How are you doing tonight, Lupe?
I'm doing fantastic. Pleasure to be here.
Right. You know, I was holding off on talking about what we're doing here tonight, the Lips Tour and PokerChicks.com. Was it PokerChicks.com?
Poker Chicks,
CHIX.
CHIX.
So you going to fill us in a little bit on exactly what we're doing tonight and what you guys do over there.
Absolutely. Well, Poker Chicks is the first online poker club for women. And primarily what we do there is encourage women to enter into the sport of poker. It's a great place for your beginner poker players, your intermediate, and actually our advanced poker players as well. We have discussions there from not only our poker play, but strategy and bad beats. It's a good place to go whine about what's happened to us. We also celebrate everybody's successes in their poker play and their advancement in poker play. Oh my gosh, these gals look great. I'm looking at the monitors now, and these are some really serious poker players.
Now, how long have you guys been doing the Lips Tour for? It's been a couple of years now, isn't it?
It's a little over a year and a half.
A little over a year and a half. And you guys have sanctioned tournaments, right?
All over the country.
What is it? At least, 6 to 12 a year? Or is it even more than that?
It's more like 6 to 12 a month these days.
Really? Really, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Lips Tour has expanded phenomenally. We've gotten several different divisions of our Lips Tour. Poker Chicks is one program. Now, this is a club-based organization. Lips Tour is not. It's open to any woman poker player anywhere in the world.
So, of course, you can go to PokerChicks.com and check it out, right?
Absolutely.
If you're interested in joining, if you're a female, or if you're a guy just interested in checking out the site, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the gals in Poker Chicks will play a little $2 tournament together that you would think is the World Series of Poker.
They're that competitive,
and it is
huh?
the toughest game you have ever played in your life.
Yeah.
Boy, there's some really tough competitors.
You know, it's funny, Lupe. Obviously, we're playing $100 no limit here, and the blinds are 2 and 3. I asked Nicole, who's my female co-commentator, occasionally as well, and as we take a look at this hand, it was limped around, all clubs on board. And a couple people have draws here. Sherry's got an open-ended straight draw with the 9 of clubs. Susie's got a pair and a jack-high flush draw. And Sherry's going to bet. She's going to make a semi-bluff with 9-10 open-ended with the 9 of clubs. And Susie is going to call. And we are heads up.
That's why she flew here.
The turn is a 9. Wow, Sherry's hand's getting better, huh?
It sure is.
Yeah.
She's a real aggressor.
Yeah.
Now, Susie, who's calling, has not been playing poker all that long, and she has really come along. I remember the first time, as a matter of fact, it was here at the Bike was her first tournament.
Well, the river's a 3, and Sherry has the best hand. And Loopy, don't go anywhere. We're going to have a lot more time with you in a second,
Absolutely.
but Johnny Chan is coming in here for about 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. Hopefully he'll stay around for about 5 minutes.
Fabulous.
And so we'll talk to you in about 5 minutes, okay?
That's great.
All right. That's great. And Lupikin's going to be able to tell us more about the site, more about the Lips Tour when she comes back. So I think we're getting word that Johnny will be in here momentarily.
You can't turn us off, can you?
Button's going to move over there to seat number 9. Seat number 1.
Wow. Ouch. Sherry's a very serious cast player.
No, she's always been like that. When
She'll
her
be
and I
serious
play,
with your friends. You don't want to put us in
No,
the
I know.
poorhouse.
I gotta get.
Ooh, Pocket Kings here for seat number 4.
Nice pen. Get thermal.
And she's going to raise it up to $10.
Whatever it is.
thermal phosphite.
Cast fight.
Oh, I thought you said phosphite.
Oh my God, somebody needs a Q-tip.
And we're going to abbreviate this hand because Johnny Chan here is in the booth. Johnny, just move over here a little bit. There we go. You can put those headphones on.
I'm just trying to concentrate on my hand.
Johnny, thank you for taking the time. I know your time is limited here. And I want to, I think you've been on the show once or twice before. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. And I just wanted to ask you a little bit about, where your career is heading and such. I was actually caught a little bit of GSN's show, High Stakes Poker, and I think they showed a little teaser of you coming on next week. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think next Monday at 6 o'clock
Yeah.
on Games Network.
Well, we of course always like to think that they took the idea for their show from Live at the Bike because this was the first cash game that was on TV.
Well, you should patent it.
So obviously, I mean, you play, the tournament circuit and such, limited events, and we had a question here. It was interesting from a guy. How long have you played in that big event, the big game there at the Bellagio, and how often do you play? Do you have other business conflicts that come into play there?
I've been playing at the Bellagio since they opened. I think that's the biggest poker game in the world, limit poker game. We play 2 and 4,000 and 4 and 8,000. Play, mixed games. Like a menu. Every 8 hands you're gonna have stud. Another 8 hand, we're gonna get head hold'em, Ras, you name it. We'll play at triple draws. And
now, obviously, that game is just so big, and obviously, Phil Ivey and Barry Greenstein play in that game. Do you guys who play in the big cash games go about picking the tournaments that you play in according now to, say, TV marketability and what's going to be televised and scheduled? Does that part of the equation come into it when picking out which tournaments you're going to play?
All those guys only play in the big tournament, which like WPT. You'll be
Right.
on ESPN television event. Other than that, we just go play my own business. We play side games.
Right.
We're gonna have a great time.
Right, because there's going to be so much money to be made there.
Or lose too.
Yeah. Now, there was another interesting question that a guy brought up here too. Obviously, you knew Stewie Unger really well. Let's say, take a look at some of the new guys out there that maybe have only been out for about 5 or 10 years. How would you compare Stewie's play? Can you compare him to a guy that plays now?
Well, Stu Unger is alive today, and no question in my mind, he's one of the best card players in the world. Besides me, of course. No. Yeah, I think Phil Ivey, Daniel Nagano, Barry Greenstein, they're all good. Like Gus Hansen, I mean, they got a lot of imagination. They do their math, according to the pot is worth calling or folding. It's very important. Which Stu Ungers know exactly what the value of the hand is.
He always knew exactly what to bet to get whatever he wanted, right? A call or to get somebody off the hand or something like that, right?
His timing is perfect. He just know when to bet and know when to bluff,
Yeah, what do you think about some of the young guns that are coming up now on the internet and such, and even like a Gus Hansen? I mean, do you think that they play somewhat reckless? Do you see more aggression these days than you did, say, 10, 20 years ago?
Gus Hansen's a very interesting poker player. He's like one of the top backgammon player in the world. When you're playing backgammon, if you know, you got to play every hand, you got to roll the dice. That's the same way as Gus playing poker. You got to play every hand. You got to take a flop and see what happens. You just can't throw your hands away. He enjoy playing no matter which 2 cards you catch. He just loves to play.
One of the other interesting things that we always bring up on the show is the fact that no-limit hold'em cash games are getting so big. But it's really a new game in terms of the last couple of years in casinos. It was around way before, and then it kind of died off, and now it's around again. Now, obviously, you played in that game. And Barry Greenstein, when he was on the show, he was telling me that sometimes you add that game to a mix with a $100,000 cap per hand. Do you guys play and have a lot of experience, though, say nowadays in no-limit cash games, or are you just playing your mixed game and you're only playing when the opportunity arises, like on a show like GSN?
We play when the opportunity.
When the opportunity arises.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, no limit game in the early 70s and the late 80s. That's all we ever play is $25, $50 blind, or maybe 1 in 200 blind. No limit. At the whole World Series, at the Horseshoe, we probably had like 20, 30 no-limit games. And suddenly, one by one, all the no-limit games just disappear. We play limit, 1 in 200, 50 and 100, 2 and 400, 3 and 600 games. Everybody become a limit player, and now suddenly this WPT World Poker Tour and the ESPN shows no-limit hold'em and people winning millions of dollars. So that's no-limit hold'em is coming back. There's no question about it.
Well, one of the other interesting things I've noticed is the new caliber of player over the last 2-3 years. One can make their career and make a good living as a side game cash player exclusively with no limit hold'em. We have the guys on the show all the time. They don't play any other games. They haven't separated off into limit hold'em or some of the Raz and the high-low games. And it's just, it's an interesting to note, right?
Well, let me put it this way. If you're a good poker player, nowadays. You can make a great living. And it doesn't matter, no limit or limit. There's plenty of money out there to win.
All right, let me ask you one quick thing. Again, I appreciate you taking the time. You were on this table about, I'd say, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and you hit a jackpot against Barry Greenstein, right? A bad beat jackpot. Have you ever hit a bad beat jackpot before that?
That was the first jackpot I ever hit in my whole life. I don't play
jackpot games, right?
Because the limit that we played, the house would never put up a jackpot.
Right.
When I hit the jackpot, I didn't even know I had a jackpot, and then people was talking about jackpot, and I finally snapped. Hey, I got aces full too. So I turned my hand over. The dealer said, "You hit a jackpot." I said, "Wow, this is $40,000 finding on the street."
Yeah.
How sweet this is. It's only at the bike, by the way.
Only at the bike. Well, Johnny, I really appreciate you stopping by. And, hey, maybe we can have you play in our big cash game, 25 No Limit, one time. And we want to present you this. We knew that you were asking about it, these poker pads, which is one of our sponsors. It's a cool little thing when you're playing online.
Oh, this is good for my wall. I mean, I probably had you sign it right here, baby.
Live at the bike, little
Live
chips and stuff.
It's beautiful. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Johnny, for stopping by.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Button's going to move over here to seat 4. What a pleasure, as always, having a legend come in here and doing an interview. Sometimes I get a little bit starstruck. Even me. Come in here. Actually, we've had Johnny on the show one time many months ago, and we've had Barry Greenstein on the show before and such. And Doyle Brunson and some of the stars have definitely come through here. Lupe, welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry that, Johnny, he's not here every day.
That's okay. I'll give it up for Johnny.
So let's get back into what we're trying to do here tonight, the Lips Tour, and what you guys are exactly trying to do, trying to bring, females into the game. And boy, I mean, even, last week on Saturday on Sunday I was here for the Valentine's Day. That was a Lips Tour thing?
Queen of Hearts.
Was that a
the
Lips
Queen
Tour
of Hearts? No, actually, the Queen of Hearts is the Queen's Tournaments is something that Bicycle developed.
Okay.
And they have for a year the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds.
That's
Queen
right.
of Spades.
That's right.
And it is a very low buy-in. It's an introductory event for women to be able to introduce themselves into the sport. You'll see probably 50 out of the women there. This is their first time they ever played in a tournament in their lives. It's a great beginning ground. Lips Tour is the next step. Our buy-ins are between $150 and $300. So a woman has to really invest a little bit of her money.
Now there's a Lips Tour event coming up during Winning of the Green. Am I correct?
Yes, the ladies' event of the Winning of the Green is a Lips Tour stop.
Right.
The difference between a Lips Tour stop and any other ladies' event is that the Lips Tour stop guarantees the winner is like a mega satellite. She goes into 2 other events. For example, our first player, our winning player on the Winning of the Green is going to win a seat into the Lips Tour Grand Championship. She is also going to win a seat into our new program with the World Poker Tour. We have a World Poker Tour ladies event where we're going to have 25 events with 25 winners and a $1,000 buy-in to send one woman to a dream to the World Poker Tour's championship at the Bellagio in 2007.
Oh, a seat to the
main
event. To the
event.
$25,000 buy-in.
Yes.
Wow.
So it is our new program that we just started. It just launched this last January, this last month. And the Winning of the Green player who wins will get that seat, that $1,000 seat, into that program and also to the Lips Tour Grand Championship.
Wow.
So that's the difference between a Lips Tour stop. Any woman who plays in the Lips Tour will know that that isn't it. It's not over that day. She will represent that host casino into the next events.
Well, I mean, they had even, outside of the Lips Tour events, like at the World Series, they had a record turnout. And I was saying on Sunday, for our Queen of Hearts thing, they had like 450 people. I mean, women are a force now in tournament poker, aren't
Absolutely.
they? I mean, it's...
And that's our goal. Our
Yeah.
goal is to change, traditionally we're 3% of the market. We want to change that to 35% of the market in the next 5 years. So that will then change the face of the final tables at other main events. So that's exactly what the Lips Tour is all about.
I mean, do you think it's really good for poker that, say, a female celebrity like Jennifer Tilly has all of a sudden, reached such success in the poker world to kind of be a spokesperson for women in poker?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We couldn't have we couldn't have created that better.
Right,
Are you
right.
kidding me? To have not just a woman win the World Series of Poker ladies event, but to be a celebrity and to have her be able to be the face of women's poker for this last reigning year. That's fantastic. We couldn't have asked for better.
Yeah. Unbelievable, and she's quite a player.
She's a good
Yeah,
player,
yeah.
and she's quite a character.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun.
Now, is London a part of the poker chips as well?
Oh, absolutely.
She
London,
is.
actually, London's a moderator at our in our Poker Chicks group. She also is a moderator for the Lips Tour. She sets up all the satellite games. We do online satellite games for every main event that's coming up, and she sets those all up for us. And London, of course, won here at the Bike.
That's right,
she
during
won
Legends.
the Legends event
Yeah.
and got to play on the World Poker Tour Ladies Night.
And
She's a phenomenal player.
absolutely.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
if you're gonna, have to go through all those people to, you
Well,
got to be quite a player to go through that and win that tournament. To
Well,
get
not
on.
only she was a Lips champion before she ever played that tournament. So,
She had won other tournaments before that. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Now, do you play a lot of cash games at all?
That's about all I play.
Really? So you don't get a chance to play the tournaments. So you're running them.
Right. I don't play my own tournaments, but and
Yeah.
I really am not that great of a tournament player. I think it's the ADD in me or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. To have the patience and the tenacity to sit there and concentrate and do all your, the
Well,
chip management
it was
and all
funny. I was telling Nicole, and Shirley Rosario used to be a regular commentator on the show. She's coming in tomorrow. I used to ask her, and I said, it really seems like women are a lot tighter, a lot more patient, and less reckless than your average guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my only thing about that is, look, London's in kicker trouble here.
that. Yes,
Ace
it
Queen here. We call sometimes that's the sucker hand in the cash game because it's easily dominated. And I don't know if they're going to be deep enough to get away from it. What I was going to say here is, sometimes it's like they play people play a little bit, they tend to play a little bit passively post flop. It depends on the person.
Right.
But Divana there is going to double through.
It's the only one I was afraid of was King.
Yep. With the Ace King. So you like to play like the 200 game, 3 to 5? You ever play the 3 to 5 here in the?
What, no limit?
Yeah, no limit.
I'm not even a Hold'em player. I play Omaha High-Low.
Oh, okay.
Hot limit.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, that game.
I like action.
Yeah.
Like I said, ADD, I got to have a lot of action.
It's just funny because no limit cash games. I was talking to Johnny about that. So it's really making a force. I mean, you come to the Bike here in the Plaza, it's almost exclusively no limit. Obviously, no limit tournaments are different, but I've seen more and more females hopping into some cash games. I see a lot of regular female faces that play in the cash games now here at the Bike, and it just goes to show you about
It's
programs
really-
like yours. And
I think it used to be that one in, let's say, 7 to 10 tables, we would find one woman.
yeah.
And it's to the point where there's like 3, an average of 3 at every table. So that's here at the Bike. But the Bicycle has been phenomenal at grooming their female player base. So that is not true across the country. But here at the Bike, it is definitely a new demographic of player.
Seat number 8 here is raised to 15. She's on the button. She's got pocket 10s. That's Michelle. Now, again, if you're a female watching the show and you're interested in joining Poker Chicks, you can just go to pokerchicks.com.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you right now, I would not want to be sitting at that table.
Seems like it's pretty tough competition.
These gals are tough. They'd be just seeing me like the big old guppy that I am. This particular group of gals are really tough players.
We're riding together.
In London, she dyed her hair red there, didn't she?
London's a wild child.
Yeah.
She has
She
a
looked like
red
Mrs.
streak.
Proper on the WPT thing. They made her look like she,
Yeah.
She kind of had the prim, short blonde hair. And
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't let it all come out until later. She had normally wears it with streaky red
really?
or purple or something, and she was very conservative for the WPT.
Button's going to move over here to seat 9. And we're going to see somebody limp in here in seat number 4. Now, do you know all these women personally?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
So when I say someone, come in and cut in and say, hey, that's Debbie.
Okay. Let's see.
So Debbie actually has Ace King, and she's raised to 15. So you ever play Omaha High-Low Limit? Like we have the 612 games here?
Yes, I do. As a matter of
I like
fact,
that.
I was on the list, and then I wound up going into a meeting and didn't get to stay on the list.
Yeah.
I don't get to play very often because I'm always working. You
Yeah.
know? But boy, I love live action. Oh,
Yeah.
It's nothing. I usually play online at about 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when the European players are on, and that's their game. Is Omaha.
Yeah. Well, look at this. We got a question here for you, Loopy. From GWID. How many Lip Store champions does Lips have so far? And where are they from? That's from Joni in Texas.
Oh, my goodness. That's a really good question. I would say we are at about 40 Lips champions for this season.
Yeah.
And that's double from last season. And we probably will end up somewhere around 50 to 55 by the time May rolls around.
Wow.
And they're from all over the country.
Yeah.
They literally all over the country. We just had a gal this last weekend. We have a new program called the United States Ladies Poker Championship, where we're going to have a tournament, a state championship in every single state in the union.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alaska?
Everywhere. Everywhere. Now, granted, there will be a couple of states, because of the legalities, that we will probably run that state championship online. However, we will have a representation of every state in the United States, and then we'll have a national championship in December of this year.
Wow.
Yes. And so we will actually have a very prestigious event. It'll be a $1,000 buy-in per player, and it will be 50 women for 50,000.
Wow.
That's not bad.
I got to tell you, I mean, the vibe is absolutely incredible. As we got aces here against ace queen. Even though Sunday wasn't a Lips, tour event, same type of idea.
We totally support, and
Right.
we totally support each other's events.
I
And we
actually-
cross-promote all the time.
I actually came down to watch a girl that I've been seeing for a little bit play, and she ended up finishing 5th.
Wow.
But the vibe when you walk in, all you guys out there, to a room with 400 women, and you're the only guy.
Right.
It's a vibe. I gotta tell you, it's a vibe.
Well, a lot of guys would like to do that, let me tell you. Absolutely.
And it's funny, you don't necessarily hear some of the same things that you hear. Yeah. You don't necessarily hear some of the same things that you hear in a regular tournament, because usually there's guys cussing and shouting, and
No.
when you walk in there, it's a lot of giggling and chatter and chip clicking.
And when somebody gets knocked out,
Yeah.
there's a lot of hugging, and I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to knock you out, but thanks for your chips. Oh yeah, you bet. We got a lot of. It's totally different because we don't only just talk about poker, but we talk about our families. Haven't seen you. The Queen's events are notorious for having gals that they only see each other at the Queen's events.
Yeah.
So, these gals get to know each other. Now they're playing together.
Yeah. Do you get to travel around with some of the events as well?
I travel constantly.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we were in Tulsa for the Oklahoma State Championship this weekend. Saturday, Sunday night, I left for Philadelphia. Monday, we had the Harrah's WSOP Circuit Tour event, and then I flew here for today. I just came in this afternoon from
Lots of
Philadelphia.
travel. Yeah. Susie has raised here to $10 on the button with ace queen,
Nice raise.
and Bonita's got jack 9. and
My
she's gonna
favorite
call.
hand, and she's not going to call. Is she?
Yeah, she made the call.
Yeah. She probably did that in honor of me. Okay,
Well, it's missed
maybe not
everybody.
idea.
See if Susie makes a bet here on the flop.
Korean barbecue. It's
She does. She continues, and she's
Uh-huh.
going to take it down.
Yeah.
Now, where are you from
Good job,
originally?
Susie. Originally, I'm a California girl.
Oh, yeah?
Northern Bay Area. I was born and raised out in
Isaac
that
and
area.
Ray. Yeah.
Right on. And then, since about 1981, I've been in San Diego off and on. I moved away 4 times, kept coming back. You can't beat San Diego.
Now, is Linda Johnson a part of your gang at all? I know she's
Not
got...
only is she part of our gang, she's one of my champions.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
She's the California state champion,
Yeah.
ladies champion right now. And she will be representing the state of California in our big
Obviously,
national
she's
event.
got a lot on her plate. She handles card player cruises and travels around with Lipscomb and the bunch. And
Lips is going on a card player cruise.
yeah,
December 2nd through 9th, we'll have a Lips event
Oh, great.
on the cruise.
great.
Absolutely.
That's great.
We'll be everywhere.
Yeah. opposite, and then they're doing a big tournament there as well, or is it just a Lips cruise? The whole thing.
No. It's a card player cruise,
right,
where one of the tournaments is
okay.
going to be a Lips event. So a bunch of us gals will be on that, and of course we can bring our husbands too. And
any
our
single
boyfriends.
women in the Lips?
Yeah, tons of single women.
We gotta talk to you after the show.
Yeah. That's gonna be our next thing. Speed dating poker.
Speed dating poker.
Yeah. I've got it in my head. It's like, okay, we'll have 5 women and 5 guys at each table, and they get to play 1 round, and then they get up and they move to the next table. That'd be great.
Yeah, heads up, right?
Yeah.
A little heads up action. Ace 5-6 here on the flop. Both players have a pair of 5s. And it looks like Divana is going to take it down there. That Lips insignia, that's like a little Rolling Stones thing too, right?
No, actually, that is a Rolling Stones insignia.
Oh, okay. I kind of thought.
No, she's wearing a Rolling Stones shirt, not a Lips Tour shirt.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't mind being associated with Rolling Stones. I dig them.
So we're going to look at a chip count here. Now, this is what we all started at 100, so this is what they have now. And all of a sudden, voila, this is what they're up and down. So it looks like Julie's the pretty big winner here. $70. She's almost doubled through.
Really?
Yeah, seat 6.
Wow, Julie.
And London Gallagher's got pocket king. She's down $65. She got in trouble with that ace-queen hand.
Oh, that's right.
Got over $1,000 on the table. And London in the big blind, so she's probably going to re-raise out of seat 7 with kings. Ace-jack here for seat number 2. That's Susie. Limp. And let's see London drop the hammer. Whoa, wait a minute. Julie's going to raise here with king-jack. And London is on the short stack, and she's going to move the rest of her chips all in here with kings.
Very good.
Yep. Move the rest of it in with kings. So it's going to...
Yeah, see, I know Susie is a pretty decent tournament player. I don't know if she plays cash.
Well, we've seen her lay down ace-jack a couple times, and she's been...
That's actually a lot of respect. That's a respect hand. She knows London, and she knows Julie, and she knows that if they're raising and a re-raise, she's absolutely going to lay it down.
Well, now, maybe Julie looks at it like London didn't have that much more, and maybe she figures she's getting about 3 or 4 to 1. She's going to call here with king-jack. The only hand that doesn't really warrant a call, because you're not going to be more than a 3 to 4 to 1 dog, except in this case with kings. Well, she's got a straight draw. She could catch a 10 or a jack. And the river's a 6 and it does not come, so London's going to take it down with kings.
Yay! She lives.
London got a bad beat. She went out a little bit early in the tournament in August, right? On the World Poker Tour. I think she got a bad beat.
Well, I'm going to tell you that hats off to poor London. Literally, they played until 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and then she's got to come back the next day, right?
And then she lives an hour away from here.
Yeah.
After the interviews and everything, I had to go home. Finally, get back up in 2
probably
hours.
Couldn't sleep that well.
I'm sure. No,
yeah.
Not after that. Are you kidding? And then, by the time she was done, or us driving her crazy, but all the congratulatory phone calls, she got like an hour's sleep, and then had to come back for hair and makeup, and then she was on again. It was really a tough gig for her. We'll change that next year. That poor person doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, maybe you can get the times changed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was heads up against, or she was late against Karina Jet, right?
Karina
Towards
Jet.
the end of that tournament.
Yep.
Obviously, Karina has a lot of tournament experience as well.
Yes, she does. Karina plays in a lot of Lips Tour events.
5-way action here, limped around. Again, we're playing 2-3, no limit, $100 max buy-in, restricted buy-in game with the Lips ladies.
That's right.
And I'm here. My name's Bart Hanson. I'm
All
here
of our
with Loopy.
chicksters. And I better say a shout-out to my chicksters, or they'll be mad at me. Hey, girls.
Pretty big flop here for seat 7, London. She's got a big draw, ace, 8, 10 with 2 hearts. She's got a straight draw and a flush draw, but she checked it from up front. And let's see if she's just going to check call here against Bonita. Bonita's got a pair of 8s. It's the best hand right now, but London's actually favored here with 2 cards to come. Overcard, straight draw, flush draw. Well, she whiffs here on the turn, 5 of diamonds. And Bonita's still got the lead. Bonita's going to bet 20. Going to continue to drive here with her pair. And London's going to call, and London's got a ton of outs. King, Jack, Heart, 9. Or excuse me,
There's
King.
the king.
And there's the King. And it gets checked down. Actually, she needed a queen there for the straight. And King, Jack is going to be good there. And London takes it down.
That's right.
Stand
Yeah.
for London.
Made up for all those dry spells earlier, huh?
As the button moves over to her in seat number 6. So have you watched Live the Bike before? Have you seen it before?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Are you kidding me? This is like the most innovative piece of software on the net as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe this is phenomenal. You know, you have to wait around for the poker shows to come around,
Yeah.
but you can pick up Live at the Bike anytime. It's really cool.
Email here from Sandy Peatley. She says, do you guys ever do anything up in Canada?
We are talking to a few casinos in Canada. At the moment, we're talking to Fallsview out in, I guess it's close to Toronto, or Niagara, Fallsview, Niagara. And I just actually got in touch with a couple of some gals that were at a tournament and said, listen, you need to call these people because, you know, I can't profess to know every casino that exists, especially not in another country. But, you know, with the assistance of the gals that play at those casinos, my approaching the casino and then them saying, hey, yeah, you need to come and you need to let them in there. We really want to support that. We can usually pull something down. Now, Canada is definitely our sister country. We need to be there before we're in any other country, so that will be our next step, definitely.
Julie bet $10 here, and Sherry called with a flush draw. Julie's got the best hand here with a pair of 4s. Turns a 7. Sherry checks, and Julie's going to check right behind her. And the river's an ace, and Julie makes 2 pair, but Sherry's got a flush. And Sherry's going to bet the flush here. She's going to bet 20, and Julie's going to call.
Ace 4. 2 pair. Ooh, flush.
Yep, flush. Oh.
Ooh. I don't think she saw that.
Well, lucky for her, she didn't raise there on the river.
Yeah.
3 flush out there. Gyla Whitlow, I said, okay, the challenge is on. 4 Texas poker chicks against 5 Cali poker chicks.
Oh, my gosh.
Equals Live at the Bike in August. $300 no-limit winner takes it all. Cali chicks, are you ready? Huh?
She's laying down a challenge. Whoa. Well, you know what? I think there are at least 4 here that would take that challenge in a minute.
Yeah. Button moves over here to seat 8.
Doing good. Baby's coming along fine. It'll be a woman, so she'll be joining you for next one.
Do you guys have an Asian champion?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Why?
A little inside thing, that's all.
We actually did. As a matter of fact, the gal yesterday that won in Atlantic City, the gal that won didn't, but the one that came in second was Asian, definitely.
All right. Pocket Kings here for seat 3 and Pocket Aces for seat 8. Oh, this is a killer hand. Seat 3's got Bonita. She's got Kings. And Michelle's going to move all in here with Aces.
And Michelle's got Aces.
Yeah.
Oh, Bonita's going to call.
Yep.
Bonita, you should know.
Well, it's only a couple bucks more, I think, here.
Okay, sorry.
What is Michelle moving all in with?
Sorry.
Aces.
No, I mean money-wise.
Oh, it's 45. I think Bonita only needs to call maybe
Okay.
maybe 10 or 20 bucks more.
Oh, okay, she's going to do it.
Yeah. What a cooler hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kings has still got 1 shot and 5 here, winning here. Well, it's no help here.
See, I told you, Jack 9, my favorite hand.
Yeah, there you go. Diamond. Bonita needs a king and a king only here. Oh, the river's a 6.
Michelle takes it down.
Yep.
I actually went to go play some cash games with Michelle recently, and I couldn't get her to go home because she was on fire.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. She went I think it was like she was up like $1,500 in 2 hours.
Now, does London play No Limit cash games? I've never seen her play here in a side game before. Do you know?
She doesn't play a lot of cash games.
Yeah.
She's a phenomenal tournament player.
Right. And a lot of times
And-
people concentrate on that one
Right,
thing.
right,
as
exactly.
tournament players.
Now,
'Cause
our
obviously the
cash
strategy
game
is different.
players on this table would be Sherry in our 10 seat. She's and Dee in our number 1 seat, and Benita and Debbie.
Debbie in seat 4.
Right, Debbie in
Yeah.
seat 4. The other gals are pretty much tournament players.
Button moves over here to seat 9. So that Lips Tour event, as I should have this in front of me. Excuse me.
March 18th.
Anybody? Winning in the green schedule?
March 18th.
March 18th? March 18th. $250 buy-in, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. We got a raise here on the button by seat number 9 with ace-6 of clubs. Okay. It looks like Bonita here is going to call with Jack-5. Maybe she's steaming a little bit here, Loopy.
No, this is the secret.
Women
This
don't
is-
steam?
No. Bonita. But it's suited.
Oh.
That is, whenever we say it, it's Bonita. But it's suited. She always plays suited.
Sherry continued on with the bet there. Sherry's actually bet some flops that have missed her, and she's going to take it down. Good aggressive play there by Sherry.
Mm-hmm. She's a cash game player.
Looks like she's enjoying some food over there.
Yeah.
As always, the food's free up here in the plaza at the bike. We're playing live at the bike, folks. 2-3, no limit hold'em. $100 max buy-in. We're doing a Lips Invitational tonight, $100 game. Of course, you can catch live at the bike every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 Pacific time. That's 10 to 1 Eastern time. Was that 3 to 6 Dutch time? A little deep. I think it's a little later than that.
Oh,
And catch us with live cash games every night of the week. Tomorrow night we're going to be doing our big 25-50 no limit game with hopefully a bunch of superstars in the game. So check it out. Limp here. Pocket 7s for seat 6.
You asked.
London's going to limp in here with Queen 8 of diamonds. So it looks like we're going to see 4-way action here, Lupe.
Wow. Girls, what are you calling?
5 ladies.
5-way action here.
But it's suited.
Yeah. Well, 10-8 ace
Oh,
here.
Bonita.
And Lisa's got ace 10. But Bonita's open-ended. She's got an open-ended straight draw.
10.
And London's going to bet here with bottom pair. Lisa checked. She's a cagey one. She checked top 2 pair from up front, seat 5. And she's going to raise.
30.
She's going to make it 30. And probably London can probably easily figure out her hand
Yeah.
so good here, right?
Right.
Yep. Check raise here by Lisa to $30 after London bet 10, and she's going to fold. But Bonita still has that draw over there, open-ended to the 7,
Oh, there she
to the
goes.
jack, and to the queen. But we know a lot of the queens are dead, and we know 2 of the 7s are dead as well. And she's all in
right.
here, all in on the draw.
Bonita.
Turns a 5. She needs a 7 or a queen here. Nope,
Nope,
not
it's
going to do
gonna
it.
happen.
Aces and 10s going to take it down. Chips.
Chips, 00.
There you go.
They like this rebuy.
Well, yeah, it's on a tournament. It's a cash game. Of course, you
Yeah.
can always go back into your pocket, as always in a cash game, and rebuy. And we get a look there at seat number 5. That's Lisa.
Lisa is one of our champions.
So how long have you been playing? I mean, how did the Lips thing start out?
Oh, well, Poker Chicks. We would have, even right before Poker Chicks, and how Poker Chicks even got started, is we had a club. It was called Victory Poker, and we were a group of, poker players. And monthly we would have a ladies' event and a men's event, and there was a championship. So then at the end of the year, we would play the men against the women and the champions, and come up with a grand champion. Well, then after about a year of that, we decided, or somebody decided that, it's a non-gender specific sport. We shouldn't be doing that. So they combined them. And us gals realized that we really had a ball playing together. We socialize differently. We
Really?
play differently. We hang out. We dig it, and we like our ladies only time.
Right.
So that's when we started Poker Chicks. And Poker Chicks, we have such a good time and play together and have fun and talk to each other and everything that we said, if this is good for us, it's probably good for all women.
Right.
And let's bring women into this sport by introducing them into ladies-only events. And that's where the Ladies International Poker Series started.
Damn, man.
And that was about...
September of 2004 was our first event. We had
So
two
about-
events on the same day.
For about a year and a half. Now, Shirley Rosario, she's played in some of those events, right?
Shirley, you betcha. She's an awesome player.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great tournament player, great cash game player.
Yeah, she's a great all-around player.
How do you guys pick out which tournament series you're going to have events in?
Any casino host can participate. Any casino can host a ladies-only event and make it a lips event with the understanding that the winner will represent them in one of three things. Always into the Lips Tour Championship as their champion.
Yep.
Secondly, if they are, depending on who they're affiliated with, for example, if they're a World Series affiliation like a Harris Property, then the winner would go to the World Series of Poker Ladies event, $1,000 buy-in. And like, for example, the bicycle will then, because they're affiliated with World Poker Tour, then their winner will go to the World Poker Tour Circle of Champions event that was developed for the $25,000 buy-in to the championship. And it's online or land-based. Any casino can participate.
Oh, someone's out there listening. Again, you can email us at liveatthebike.com. Questions for Lupe or for myself. Maybe we can give out your contact information, Lupe, towards the end, too, if anyone's out there that might be interested.
All right.
Limp here. With seat number 4, she's played pretty tight there, Debbie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, she hasn't been getting very great cards either.
Yeah. Limped around 3 ways here.
3 players.
8, 5, 3, and Bonita's got top pair, and it's suited.
I told you.
See if Julie gets herself into trouble here, though, with ace 5.
We believe. And it's like,
And you guys have all different ages, right? In terms of poker
We
shakes.
have it all the way from the brand new legal into poker gal all the way to gals that need to be pushed up into a wheelchair with an oxygen tank. Absolutely. We had one event where we had grandma, mom, and daughter all playing in the same event. So it's definitely a family game.
That looks like a new camera over there, from what I can see. This camera that Ray's got in his hands. No?
It's a nice little shot there.
And you got a little bet there by Monita, and she's going to show the ace 8, and she takes it down.
Good job.
Yeah. Nice hand, Bonita.
She wouldn't have to go reaching for chips.
I had a yoga instructor, right?
And you guys kind of have like this, internet camaraderie, but you see each other a lot as well, right?
Well, it's really funny because the gals they get to know each other so closely online, and they've never met in person. And then when they finally do, they already have like a sisterhood going on. And now we've gotten to the point where, like a lot of these ladies didn't even know each other before Poker Chicks. Now they're playing, not only playing, but traveling together to different events. And there are women from East Coast, Midwest, South, all getting together, and it's like if they've known each other their whole lives.
Seat 8 here has got ace king, and she raised it to 15. And seat 2 is going to call with ace 10 suited. Now we've seen her fold hands like ace jack to raises, but this time she's going to call with ace 10 suited. And we're heads up, ace king against ace 10. Oh, and she outflops her. Susie's got top pair here, 10, 8, 6, couple diamonds.
15.
Michelle's going to bet here 15, though, pretty aggressive post flop. And Susie calls.
Susie is
she's in good shape.
yes, but she's not she's not an aggressor. She will there you go. Go.
Yeah, well,
yes!
Michelle's checked, and now Susie's
Yay,
going to move all in.
Susie!
And Michelle here,
$30 all in.
$30 all in here. Well, like you said, giving away that information, you would know if you were Michelle that Susie's probably not going to bet with nothing here,
Right.
so you're probably beat here with ace king, right?
And Michelle probably knows it.
Yeah.
And she's laying it down.
There you go. She
There you go.
folds.
See?
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice hand.
A lot of
there.
these gals know each other and how they play. You
Yeah,
know, 'cause
of
they
course.
play all the time together. We have, like I said, we have this little $2. We call it Chicks Rule. It's the Chicks Rule tournament. It's $2 buy-in, and it's like, the toughest game you ever played in your life. If you win Chicks Rule, you've done good.
Like it was like the
So London won one or two Lips events, and then the ladies event at Legends.
Right.
Wow,
Yep.
pretty solid.
I got the $500.
Yeah, she's a great tournament player.
Yeah.
Lighter.
And that's what we're all about, is featuring the rising stars. Not everybody has the huge bankrolls and can be on the $10,000 buy-ins to be able to be featured on a consistent basis, right? There's a handful of those women that exist in the poker world right now. So our goal is to introduce to the world the rising stars, and London is definitely one of them.
Seat 3 limped in, seat 5 limped in, and London's going to complete in the small blinds.
5 players.
5-way action here. It's a $15 pot. Ace 6-4 on the flop. Checked around here, and Julie's going to bet. She's got ace deuce, she's got top pair, and she's got the best hand. And from what I've seen tonight, usually when Julie bets, she's got a pretty big hand, or what she thinks is the best hand.
I don't know.
But Lisa's going to call with middle pair. Turns a 9, no help. Julie's going to bet again. Gets checked to her.
Lisa will fold.
Yep. Hey, girls like the back of your hand. Julie takes it down. There you go. Looks like she's enjoying some bulgogi there out in back. Boneless Korean barbecue spare ribs.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Miso
That was
soup.
good.
I was actually in Little Tokyo today for the first time in downtown LA. I had jury duty this morning.
I've never been to Little Tokyo.
Yeah, it was interesting. Had lunch over there. The jury duty wasn't really interesting. I'm not even off the hook yet. Ugh. I'll
No?
go back in the morning, yeah.
Oh.
London Gallagher's got the button here. Seat number 7. I can't talk about the case, but everyone who's a loyal Live the Bike viewer, when I get off the case, which is most likely going to be tomorrow, believe me, I've got a lot to say. Not necessarily about the case, but about the court system in general.
The court system.
Yeah. The public sector in general, their hours and their work ethic and such. My God. Limped around here. 3-way action here. Ace 10-4 here with a couple of diamonds.
Julie,
Yeah, Julie's got another ace. You play ace rack. She's hit it twice
she's
in a
playing ace rag for everything.
row. Yeah.
Haven't I taught them well?
Well, one of the advantages of playing in a cash game is that you don't have an inherent need to accumulate chips like you do in a tournament. There aren't any antes. There are small blinds, so you can just play it tight and just wait for your hand. It doesn't necessarily make that much of a difference, And some of these players are playing it that way. Who would you say is the loosest player at the table? Loose, plays the most hands. Loose, plays the most hands, Lupe.
Okay. Because you know what? We'll go right down that road. I would say Benita.
Yeah.
Benita Susie, yeah.
Button moves over here to seat number 8.
So you know what, London, it should be all about the love.
Benita will mix it up more than
Yeah.
anybody there at the table.
That was a nice top.
Now, do you know how long London's been playing for?
Yes, because I was there when she played her first tournament.
Yeah.
Her first tournament was 2 years ago at the Oceans
11
State Championship, Ladies State Championship.
Seat number 9 there has raised it up with ace-king offsuit. And Julie there is limped in with a queen-6 of clubs. Sherry made it 16 to go with ace-king.
She won't call that.
She raised out of the blind, too. Represents a lot of strength.
You could talk. She ain't gonna answer.
And Sherry takes down. You know, we had a Lips. Did we have a Lips final table on here? Like many months ago, right?
Yes, it was last year,
8 or
last
9 months
season.
ago, yeah.
Yes, we during our Lips event we had the final table at the Live at the Bike.
I remember that. I'm getting old.
You're getting an old hat at this.
But moves over here to seat 9. Yeah, the other thing about me too is like I might sound a little lackadaisical out there, everyone, because I had to wake up at 5:45 in the morning.
Okay, you know what?
I haven't been out in years on Bupe at that time. Years. It's been years since I've been up before 9 a.m.
Well, at that hour I was packing, and it was a foot of snow and 20 degrees outside.
In Oklahoma?
No, I was in Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah. They
driving
that
to
big
Philly
bus.
to come
Actually,
back out.
Talked to my mother about that today on the way to work here. Boston got about 20 inches.
Yeah, it was insane.
Wow.
It was insane. I barely made it there. They let 2 planes land, and one of them was mine. I was grateful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It
You
was-
mean
it was
land
insane.
you mean take off from Atlantic City or
to
land?
get into Philadelphia.
Oh,
because I drove in. Yeah, I drove
Yeah.
into Atlantic City. But the day of the storm, all the planes were delayed or canceled. And then ours, they gave us a window of like 30 minutes if we could get in the air.
You know, it's
They
funny.
would let us land.
California weather can be interesting because actually during the day today it was only about 62, but yesterday you missed it by 1 day. It was 95 here yesterday.
Santa Ana hit, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was really
Yeah.
warm.
And they don't get it. You know, I like that I can barbecue on Christmas.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Or the fact that
in my shorts with the windows open.
the fact that it never rains, I like that too. And it's
Yeah.
not so humid; it's really dry here.
And when
which is
it
nice.
does rain, we don't let the tourists go back and say that it does.
Right.
It's our big secret.
We got a lot of rain last winter though, but
we did.
besides that, it's pretty. I mean, 95 is comfortable yesterday because there's no humidity. It's not quite the same.
No, it's not at all.
Yeah.
What is that thing she has on
It's
her
a little
card?
frog card protector.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I don't even have any chips over here.
And it looks like Julie and Bonita here, King 5 and King 3 of Hearts, are heads up. And Julie's got a flush draw. King 5 of
Julie will
clubs. Check. Turn is an ace.
Wow.
And the river's another ace. And this one's going to get chopped up here. In Texas Hold'em, we play the best 5 cards in any combination. And that's aces and queens with a king 10.
Take back your money.
Yeah. There you go. Voodoo. Now, some of the other famous female poker players, have they entered some, gotten them to enter some Lips events? Some of the ones that are
Well,
getting
one of our biggest supporters is Kathy Liebert. She plays at any Lips event that she
How about
is
Susie Isaacs?
around.
Does she play?
Susie Isaacs as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Susie, as a matter of fact, Susie and Kathy both were our host guest speakers and players at the event this last weekend in Tulsa.
Right.
And oh gosh, they're huge supporters of women in poker and where we're going. Phenomenal players too. The challenge with them is that they're used to playing really high-end poker, with the pros. So they get sucked out by these women who are brand new in the game and they'll call anything. It's really tough to win against them,
2 players.
We got a raise here. Pocket seat 5 raise with ace queen and Devon call with pocket 7s. Now pocket 7s, this is a tough place to be in here because Lisa's going to bet right into her.
Yep.
Pocket 7 is only 1 overcard to the board here. And you know these ladies better than I do. Is Lisa pretty tight? Would you
Yes.
fold this hand with pocket 7s?
Well, she was the raiser.
Yeah, she raised pre-flop. Tough decision. This is one of the most difficult decisions to make here in No Limit Hold'em, I always say. Those mid-pocket pairs facing one
With
overcard.
one overcard. She might call one time.
No, she's going to fold.
Oh, good job, Dee.
Tight, aggressive
Dee's really
play there
tight.
by Lisa.
Dee's really tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, right?
There you go. It's going to take it down.
Go, Lisa.
You ever been to a Rolling Stones concert before?
Nope, no.
Huh?
Other than watching it on the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
No, never have.
Get right on it.
My aunt in North Reading, Massachusetts is a huge fan.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
goodness. She's
I
a
love
female
the
poker
music.
player, too.
Oh, right on.
She plays out of Foxwoods. I think that she's played in some Lips events as well out there. Not
Fantastic.
exactly sure. Button moves over here to seat 3.
And
You'll have to have her come introduce herself.
I will. Next time you guys do an event out there in Foxwoods. Or Mohegan Sun or whatever down there.
We haven't been to Foxwoods yet, but Foxwoods
really?
is definitely on our list to move into.
Yeah. Little raise here by Julie. She's got ace 10 off suit.
I'm just.
She didn't look. She's just.
And Dee's got pocket 3s. Let's see if she's going to make the call. No?
Tight players, tight.
Well, maybe
players.
Julie doesn't have enough money for her to make that call. You always have to, notice stack sizes, not only your own stack, but your other person's stack here in these restricted buy and no limit cash games. If Julie doesn't have, say, at least $150, then, Dee shouldn't call there with pocket 30s. If she raised it to 15, which I think she did.
Oh.
Julie's going to take it down, it looks like here. There you go.
Nice hand.
Yeah, Julie looks like she might have about $100,
Julie,
so.
could you be my pocket 3s?
And you hear that right there in the background. She didn't want to gamble there with pocket 3s.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was ace queen suited.
Yellow chips are $5 chips. Blue chips are $1 chips. Those peachy chips are 50-cent chips. We're playing $100 no limit hold'em with 2-3 blinds.
What do they use a 50-cent chip for?
The rake is it's a $3 rake plus 1.
Okay.
But you also, if you chop the pot, it's only a 50-cent collection off the top. So if you don't see a flop at the bike, it's only 50 cents.
Okay.
More of that? Okay, hold on.
Which is different from some other places where if you don't see a flop, you get nothing. You don't pay anything,
Right.
or sometimes there's no modified rake at all.
I'll be more than happy if you next time you stop by. I did that.
So you say you play pot limit Omaha High Low too? Wow,
Yeah,
a
that's what I
game.
play.
A lot of Europeans play that game.
Yeah. That's why I play online in the middle of the night.
Yeah?
Where all the Europeans are on.
Like a 1-2 pot limit Omaha High Low.
Yeah, or
something like
2-4.
that. Yeah. You can buy in for what, like $400 or $500 or something like that?
No, I don't. I buy in for $100
Yeah.
and end up with 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then I say bye-bye. Good night. Did my duty for the day.
Susie's raised here, it looks like, with King Jack offsuit. Bonita's called here with Ace Rag. And it looks like we're heads up. No, Bonita has position on Susie, but Susie's flopped top pair. She's got a king. And she is going to bet. And like you say Susie's pretty tight. Bonita's pretty loose.
Yep, she knows.
Yep.
She knows it, though. She knows Susie's tight.
Yeah. Susie takes it down. You ever had like an Evelyn Ing on the Lips tour, Matt?
Nope.
No?
Evelyn, I haven't seen her play. Cloney's playing. Cloney Gowan.
Chloe's playing?
A few
Liz Lou?
events. And, yeah. And,
Has she really?
we have had, let's see, who else? Karina's played.
Right.
Nani, Dolan. Dala.
Still waiting for the jackpot.
London's happily married, isn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Absolutely.
But moves over here to seat 5.
She's happily married with a new Lips Tour Rising Star daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. London can't bring anything home with lips on it because her daughter confiscates it immediately.
Oh, really?
Hair. I think mine's a little hairy.
Buttons in seat 5. Limp here by Bonita with pocket 3s.
As a matter of fact, London just got back from a week-long Hawaii trip that she was her treat from winning the Legends
Oh,
event.
wow.
They treated her and her husband and her daughter went out on this week-long Hawaii cruise.
That must have been a lot of fun. Queen 4-4 here. I actually just went to Hawaii about 6 months ago. Great time that was. Now let's see. Well, Bonita's not going to bet here. River's a 9, but it looks like Bonita has the best hand. Pocket 3s.
I got a pair of 3s.
That's good, Bonita. That's good, Bonita.
Rock on, girl.
Well, it looks like we're just about halfway through the show. Again, we're playing 2-3 $100 max buy-in, no limit hold'em. Tomorrow night we're going to be playing 25-50 unrestricted buy-in, no limit hold'em. You never know who's going to show up.
Wow.
Huge game. Remember, if you guys want to play me, try to knock me out, February 19th at the LA Poker Scene, 50 plus 5, no limit hold'em tournament, $100 bounty on my head. If I'm not knocked out, I win the money. No, the bounty rolls over to the next week. Only serious players need apply. And if the bounty winner is local, or you can make your way to LA, a special heads-up rematch will be played right here on Live the Blake, you, the winner of the tournament, against me. Or excuse me, the winner of the bounty against me. If you're local.
Heads up.
Heads up. That's right. Take me on heads up. Of course, you can check out the LA Poker Scene's $500,000 free roll. Use the deposit code 5X500K. You get 5 free entries into Stage 1 tournaments. If you win a Stage 1 tournament, you get an entry into the finals in October. Lupe, free, and prize pool is $500,000. First prize is $200,000.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow.
Check it out, lapokerscene.com, or click on the right-hand side of your screen. 4-way action here. Looks like it was raised by the button there, which was seat 6, Julie, and she's picked up a nice little hand for King Jack. She's got an open-ended straight draw, Queen 10-6.
We have 2 King Jacks.
Yeah. Bonita as well. But look at Devona. She's going to bet here. She's got a straight draw gut shot to the jack. She bets 10. Bonita calls. And Julie's going to make a semi-bluff here. She's going to raise on the button. She's going to make it 15 more to call. So interesting little hand here. Pretty big pot. One of the biggest pots we've had tonight. I want to say that the pot's probably about $100 here. 15 to call. And Devona's going to call. That's her name, Devona, right? D?
We call her D.
D, okay.
Yeah.
And Bonita calls. So about $130 here in the pot. Nobody has a pair yet. Turns a deuce, and now Bonita's hands get stronger. She's got the king-high flush draw. Let's see if Julie takes a card. It gets checked to her, and she does. And the river's a jack, and D hits her gut shot. She hits her gut shot, and she's going to bet. She's going to bet 20 into a $130 pot here. And Bonita's going to call. Now the question now is, can Julie overcall with King Jack? And she does. And D is going to win about about $170 pot. It's good.
Nice hand.
Nice hand, Dee Dee.
Hey, thanks for the check on the turn.
Small blind, big blind. Small, big.
So you don't see a lot of cussing in those female tournaments, huh? Chip throwing.
No.
Cussing out the tournament director.
There's very little bad behavior. Very little.
Yeah, you would expect amongst grown people, male or female, that they could, act their age, but oftentimes that does not happen, especially amongst male tournament players.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. We have, trying to see if I remember everybody's screen names. Sherry is very original. Her screen name is Sherry. Michelle's screen name is Agent Blue Eyes. London is London.
What?
Julie is Got to Be. Lisa is Miss
This is on
Blind.
Poker Chicks?
On Poker Chicks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Lisa is Miss Blind.
Raise it.
Let's see. I don't think I could say what Debbie is on the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's just put
We're
this
on the
way.
internet. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
There's no FCC guidelines.
Okay.
You can say it.
Crazy bitch.
Oh, there you go.
That's Debbie.
We've said worse. Sherry raised here to 20 out of the blind. She's got pocket nines. And look at all those people fold.
Bonita is Alfbo. Susie is Platypus Girl. And D, I can't remember.
London's name is Teresa, right?
Yes, but she doesn't.
Right, but
she
no
doesn't
one's
go
called
by-
her that.
No, she doesn't go
I
by
just wonder how
Teresa.
she got the name London.
I knew that story. Don't ask the tough questions. Okay?
Email here from Deborah Clement. Is there a difference in response to the Lips tour between parts of the country that have easy access to poker versus those parts like the Midwest that don't have an easy time playing poker in person? I think she's probably talking about, say, maybe the quality of play, because you mentioned that you just had one in Oklahoma. That maybe you see, there's a lot of newbies coming into the games because the Midwest might not have the opportunity to play a lot.
Well, I think that
People.
in the Midwest, actually, I'm interpreting that to say is the response in the amount of players that we have versus like in different parts of the country, and I think that is very true. When we have, let's say in Los Angeles, some of our events can be real monsters, like the one this weekend with the Queens event with 400 women showing up, but at a $50 level. When we start bringing it up into a $200 level, those numbers will go down. But it'll still be, like 200. But in the Midwest, like in Tunica, Indiana, they don't have gaming in the states that are surrounding it. So there's a convergence of these gals to these events, and we have huge numbers, 300.
Because people travel
400.
from hundreds of miles around.
Yeah, if it's within a day's drive,
yeah,
they'll come. So it's a whole lot different. I mean, we have the luxury here in Southern California to have a casino on every block, practically.
Right.
And that is not the case for these gals. So it's a very special event when we have a Lips event out in the Midwest.
Wow, Sherry's hit trip 8s here. She bet out on an 8. She's got trip 8s. But Susie's on a straight draw. And let's see, is Sherry going for the check raise here? If she does, Susie's probably going to check right behind her with her straight draw.
Big mistake, Sherry. Don't let her.
Don't let her get there for free. Oh, she's going to bet again.
Good girl.
15.
Oh, very good.
Susie is still drawing live to queen or a 7 here. She's got an open-ended straight draw. And she's looks like she's going to get away from it. There you go.
Don't chase, Susie. Good girl.
Again, sometimes I often say this $100 game, it plays almost like a limit game in terms of you don't really have the odds to really go for a lot of draws, and you should be playing pretty tight, like these women are, because you can't really call raises with suited connectors because you're just not that deep enough to make have your implied odds.
I love
come
that
through.
LA poker scene.
The LA poker scene. Yeah, I should check it out.
We're like, what?
I most definitely will.
Yeah.
$500,000 free roll.
Yeah.
I think I will.
Wow, pocket kings here for seat 6, ace queen for seat 5, and London's got pocket 9s. Some big hands here. Let's see if seat 5
We're
there.
gonna have some action.
Let's see if Lisa opens it up for a raise with ace queen, and she does. And let's see if Julie's going to re-raise with kings. No, she's just going to play cagey. She just calls. Now, London's got 9s. That might bring her into the pot. Although she's short chipped, she might just move all in. Let's see. No, she's going to call. Pocket 5's over there for seat 8. She's going to call.
Oh, my gosh.
What a bunch of
Lots
hands.
of action
39.
here. Fold.
39.
Wow.
Pass.
Froggy says fold.
Rocky
Re-raise all in.
And we got a re-raise all in here.
Oh.
Chips.
So I guess somebody must have re-raised. Looked like somebody re-raised.
Get the chip person down here.
I thought Lisa had raised and we got a call, and a call, but somebody must have re-raised because now Julie's moving all in. Actually, I think Lisa may be possibly raised and maybe Julie re-raised. So I don't know.
No, looks like Lisa went all in.
Ah, see, Michelle moved all in. Or I see with pocket 5s. So a raise, a call. Michelle moves all in. Seat 5 calls, and now Julie moves all in.
Oh, my gosh.
And look at that. London makes
And
it lay
London
down.
lays it down. Watch her hit the 9, and she's going to be mad.
39 from each of you here.
Come on, baby.
Look, I can't do this.
Then we have
I need some help.
And Michelle makes the call. She's all in.
3.
So this is going to be a pretty big pot here.
You get 2 back.
I guess I can
That's
say
our
it
side
now.
pot. Yeah, you
Kings,
can say
ace,
that.
queen, and 5s. Remember, London Gallagher mucked pocket 9.
Oh, baby, I need some help.
Did you have an ace?
Oops.
We just need 3 aces.
Come on, 5, baby, 5.
Yeah, 3 aces would be nice
Good
for a
luck,
jackpot.
ladies. Good
5,
luck.
baby.
Wow, Julie's got top set, but Lisa's got a gut shot. She could catch a 10. Turns a queen. Lisa still needs a 10 here, and a 10 only. Nope.
Wow.
3
Nice,
kings there
and
for Julie.
Yeah, that was
London makes the right pre-flop laydown.
Yep, she did good.
Chips.
Chips.
You're in,
What a
Ronnie.
way to go.
Good hand, Julie.
Do you guys ever have like little poker parties, like come over each other's houses?
Actually,
I love it.
Like
We
little home
had-
games, like poker chick home
Probably some of
games?
them think that you do.
these gals have played together
Yeah.
at, because they, geographically,
Yeah, everyone's all
everybody's
over the place.
everywhere, right? But this is kind of the LA area gals, and
Yeah.
they've played together
Right? Yeah.
in home games. They're getting together elite to play here at the bike.
Wow.
So that'll be forthcoming here, I do believe.
I haven't seen anybody.
Ooh, pocket 10s here for C3 and ace king for C2. Pocket 7s for C5.
But as far as the party goes, anywhere we're together is a party.
Oh, I can tell. Sometimes mix a little alcohol in there too.
Just a tad.
But
But I'm not telling.
Yay!
Evelyn set it up. I just talked to Ev about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing you'll never see a bunch of guys doing, clapping at the table over anything.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Every time.
3 pocket pairs and an ace king. Yeah, unless of course the guys are clapping in response to something a female does.
Yeah.
Come up to the table.
One person who might
Oh, it was a hoot. We had at the World Series Circuit Tour yesterday. They had a
all
gal.
in another $19.
Now this is kind of funny because for the ladies event we were kind of like what's going on, you guys?
Excuse me,
A gal, a very very attractive gal, doing the numbers for the rounds.
Ooh.
She would walk the floor. I finally said, screw this, and I went and walked right behind her doing wave. It was really funny. It's like, okay, I can do the round.
Bonita moved all in here with pocket 10s. We had a raise by Lisa. Susie called, and Bonita moved all in. And it looks like
Susie's gonna
Lisa's
call.
called. And so is Susie. So we're going to have a side pot here. Oh,
There
wow.
it is.
Susie's got top pair, but Lisa flops a set. Set of 7s. And Susie checks. And Lisa should really bet here on the side. There's a lot of money to be made. Ace, 7, 10. The turn's a queen. She checks. Let's see if Susie's going to bet now. And now it gets checked, and seat 5 moves all in. And Susie's got top pair with the best kicker. She's probably going to make this call. Yep. And the only person drawing live here is Bonita.
Now you can.
She could catch 10, and that's it.
Yeah, but one
It's the only card that's going to help here.
3 7s.
Susie is drawing dead. There's no card that can help her. Here we go to the
Ace.
river. No, river's an 8.
7s are good.
3 7s for seat 5's going to take it down.
Bonita, if she yells chips one more time.
How many times is that now?
I think it's 3, isn't it?
Thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure. Have a nice day.
You know, we talk about
Okay. Thank you.
Linda Johnson. She got her start in, say, developing Card Player magazine and the tour and the WPT because she was a professional player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's been playing poker for a very long time.
Yeah. I think she has a World Series bracelet, like in a Raz
Yes,
event.
she does. And she has a book that she wrote on
Chips
Raz.
on 00.
Button moves over here to seat number 2.
I got kings.
Lupe, you are saving me tonight because, again, I'm a little out of it from waking up so early this
I
morning.
know how that goes.
Yeah.
I actually slept the entire way from Philly to San Diego. Or
Yeah, that's
Los
actually
Angeles.
something I'm good at. It helps is being able to sleep on a plane. I'm sure if you travel a lot, you got to get into that, right?
Yeah.
There's one down the tube.
Buttons moved over here to seat 2.
He's like, don't do it. It's kings.
That's Susie.
Don't do it. You're crazy.
All the girls on this table married?
Out.
No? Let's see.
Yeah.
I have to look at them again.
Three-way action here. Queen 8-8 with a couple diamonds. Yeah, take a look at the
Sherry
lineup.
single. Michelle is married. London is married. Julie is widowed. Lisa is married. Debbie's married, Benita single, Susie single, and Dee is significant other.
Ah. Julie puts a bet out here with a pair of threes on the river and nobody calls.
Life partner. That's what I like to call it, life partner.
Oh, Benita?
No, Dee.
Oh, D. Ah.
That's what my honey is. He's my life partner.
Life partner? Okay.
We're not married, but he's my life buddy.
C3's got the button here. That's Bonita. So were you at the Lips Tour events in Hawaii and Alaska?
I'm sorry?
Did you go to Lips Tour events in Hawaii and Alaska?
We
Or you haven't had them yet?
We haven't had them yet.
Oh,
we have
okay.
one coming. We are going to do a live event in Alaska.
Yeah.
Hawaii is very difficult because
Right, of course. Yeah.
It is just not played there the same. as
Oh,
it
oh,
is.
there's just, they're on poker rooms
There's
or
not
anything,
enough
right?
women.
Yeah.
We don't think that we can put together 100 women.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do Hawaii online.
2 players.
Okay.
Although I really want to go to
Of
Hawaii.
course. I thought that would be a benefit.
Can we just try?
Bet 20.
Lisa's going to bet 20 here with ace 5. She's got the best hand. She's got top pair.
What a move. What a
They
move.
went. I didn't mean to bet that. It just fell out of my hand.
She's going to take it down.
Yeah, I'm a big winner.
Ladies, since Ronnie is trying
Nice
to
hand there by Lisa.
She's going to take our money and run.
That's right.
I think somebody's getting up from the table.
Who's getting
I
out?
think it's Debbie. And I think Ronnie is going to come in here. Ronnie, of course, used to be our dealer coordinator here at the Bicycle Casino. And I think she works over on the Asian side now as
Right.
the dealer coordinator over there. So there you go.
Did somebody get up? Oh,
Ronnie,
Julie's getting up.
Ronnie, again, she's going to come in a second. She's had some success, actually a lot of success in tournaments. hasn't she?
She's a good player.
So Ronnie is now in St. 6. There she is.
Hey, Ronnie. Ronnie is one of our original poker chicks.
Yeah.
Yep. She said, "Oh, we so love that idea. Where do I sign up?"
Button moves over here to seat number 4. Let's see how Ronnie plays it. She's got your favorite hand,
Yes, she does.
Jack 9.
3 players.
So 1 limper and 2 blinds. Here we go. Deuce, 5, 9. And Ronnie's got top pair. She's going to bet, looks like. Yeah, she's going to bet $6. About the size of the pot. A little under the size of the pot. You know, one of the difficulties in practicality of this game, I say, with a $100 game. Now, Lisa's actually called here with 7-10. The turn's a queen.
The club.
Lisa's got a club draw.
You are a sick puppy.
And it goes check, check here on the turn. And the river's the club.
Ronnie,
Oh,
don't
and
give
look
her
at this.
the
Ronnie made
card.
2 pair. Ronnie made 2 pair. And
Oh, no.
yeah, she gave her a free card there
Yes,
on the
she
turn.
did.
Yep. I was going to say, actually, one of the problems practically with this game is, as you can see there, you had 3 people in the hand.
Uh-huh.
It's $3 to call. Looks like Rachel is leaving. Rachel? Do we have a Rachel on the table?
Right. There
Oh,
were.
she's waiting to
We
get
have
on the
several
table.
alternates that would love to get in the game.
So you get $3 to call. You get 3 people to limp in, so it's a $9 pot. And now the casino, they take $3 off the top plus 1 for the jackpot. So it's tough to beat the 100 game consistently because of the rate.
Right.
Who is?
Ooh, really? Somebody's talking about the girls negatively.
Look at those
Uh-oh.
beautiful women.
They shouldn't do that because these girls will eat them alive.
Yeah. Maybe we can get Mo in the game. Get eaten alive by some of these girls. There he is.
She might be trying her yoga.
He's salivating.
He only wishes he could sit at this table.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no, I don't think game selection's big with him. Bonita's going to limp in here with ace 9 of diamonds.
You want an option? Check.
4-way action.
4 players.
Little, maybe about an hour left in the show here. King 10-5, and London's got top pair. Well, she was in the big one. She checked it from up front, turns a 3. And now Dee's got a set of 3s.
She finally decided to play one of those tiny pairs that she keeps getting.
She's going to bet 20.
Yeah,
That
too big,
would be
too big.
Don't want anyone with a heart calling.
Yep, pretty much.
Right?
Sorry.
There you go.
Nobody's got a heart at this table.
Nobody's got a heart at this table.
There was $5 in there. Do I always get to take them when I can?
Now, who wouldn't want to hang out with these girls?
I
They're
know,
a blast.
I know. Well, let's take a look at another chip count. Now, this is what we're at now. And we had a couple of rebuys and stuff, so let's see the magical difference. Oh, this is the difference. Wow, Bonita's down about $300 here.
Okay,
Lupe.
Bonita. That's okay. You know what? She'll walk over to the blackjack table
Oh, yeah.
and make it right back.
Dee's up about 100. Sherry's up about 100.
Who he thought he was, but
And as often you will see in this game, which again goes to show, Isaac, I don't know next hand if we can put that thing back up for after this hand, but I want to make an interesting point to everyone about this game.
oh, Ronnie, come on.
Button here. Ronnie's going to raise it up with Ace King.
Oh, no.
She makes it 12 to go.
Captain, she hasn't been raising at all.
Too late now.
We got a big hand here.
I love the sunglasses.
And I don't think Dee's going to call here with Ace 8, is she?
No.
Ronnie's got a real hand here. Okay, Lupe, everybody started with $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. When we look at this thing now,
Dee Dee, wasn't that your friend from the...
those are the buy-ins. No, but
he's
what I
from
mean
the
is,
first table.
I want to look at the differentials here, Lupe.
Yeah, don't look
Let's
around
look at the
like we're not talking
differentials.
about
And you might ask yourself, look at the negative differentials. $4,550. Ladies are down $550. But there's only a positive $300 on the positive
What do
side.
you do?
Where's that money gone to?
I remember him because he said I was...
She
As I-
got up and left.
No, as I'm making the point about these low limit
Oh, I see,
restricted
I
buy-in
see.
games.
Yeah. I hear
It's
you.
gone into the drop.
That's okay.
Again,
You
it
think
just
that
makes
much
it
has gone in, huh?
it makes it difficult to beat this game over the long term for all those people out there that play this game. And just so you know, it's a great game to use. Thank you, Isaac. It's a great game to learn the game. But at lower level cash poker games, it's tough to actually consistently make money because that rake will get you all the time.
Agreed.
You know.
And a lot of people have to factor that in per hour.
Yeah,
Per
I mean,
hour.
it depends. I mean, usually people. Oh, look at this Sherry
Oh,
flop the nut
wow.
flush. Yeah.
Should check.
Did the best I could. Yeah.
And she did check. Turns a 10. See if she puts some money in now.
I wish I would have had a much.
Now she's gonna bet. Gonna bet $6 here at the nut flush.
I don't know how much I would have sat there for.
Seat 2's gonna call.
Take care.
Susie, what are you calling?
Ooh, looky, who's got the cookie?
Wow. Well, kind of a little bit of an action killer here. Club comes on the river.
Got the cookie.
She's gonna bet $10,
I see. She does.
and she's gonna take it down.
That's a nice value bet.
There you go. What's your style, Lupe? Like when you flop a big hand, do you usually try to slow play, or do you come out and bet?
You know, I wish I was the kind of player who could really, make the appropriate bet. I usually get so excited I overbet.
Well, the funny thing is that we actually preach that on this show, especially in these lower level games, because usually when you flop a big hand like trips or a set, nobody's expecting you to bet, and they'll call you with a weaker hand.
Right.
It's interesting in that case that, she did get some money in on the turn, but oftentimes if you check that flop and another club comes, well, now you're not going to make any money at all.
And Hold'em and no
Yeah.
limit Hold'em, I find that if you give anybody a card, they'll catch something.
Yeah.
It's like, unless I flop the nuts. If I flop the nuts and there's a very little chance of somebody flushing out or something on me, then
One of these days I'm going to get. I know. One of these days
I'm going to
get
do
hand.
a little bit. But if I have something that they can change it and take me down with, I'm going to give them a big bet.
Well, oftentimes we say that it's not even necessarily that you'll get beat by a card, but it's a card that someone will think won't call with a single pair anymore because maybe it completes a flush or a straight, say 4 to a flush or a straight. Sherry raised here with King Queen, and now Dee swapped the nut flush. But look at Sherry; she's got the second nut club
she's
draw.
Gonna go all the way to
She's
the
got
river.
the King of Clubs. Wow.
Yeah.
And Sherry raised it pre-flop. But like you say, D's really tight. So when Sherry puts a nice bet out here and D calls, what does Sherry think that D has? Maybe just the ace of clubs, but D actually flopped it.
You see how Sherry's watching her so intently? Sherry knows that if she gets a call, she's screwed.
Yeah.
Because she knows D's a tight player.
Turns 7.
She'll check it.
No, she's going to bet. Maybe she just thinks that D has just the ace of clubs. Sherry bets 30 now.
Oh, Dee's just letting her go. Good job, Dee.
Ronnie's screaming. He's all.
And she's going to raise, and look how quickly Sherry instantly releases her hand.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
She knew she was me.
Email here from DJ Lee from the UK. Any chance the bike will spread any pot limit Omaha High? As I plan to visit during the summer, I visited loads of poker rooms over there. I'm surprised that I never see it spread, but I think the LA locals will love it. Pot limit Omaha High has been the action game in Europe for several years. You know, sometimes you get that around Legends. I think we've spread it a few times, but usually it doesn't go on a regular basis. Yeah, it's a European game, those pot limit games.
Okay. Yeah. Next round is on Dee Dee.
I almost never find a pot limit game.
Yeah.
But they do spread it in Vegas, and they do spread it. Oh, I was just in Tulsa, Oklahoma, of all places. They had a pot limit. Yeah.
Omaha split game or high game?
High.
High.
Pot limit.
You know, the interesting thing is, because you talked about pot limit Omaha High Low. I like Omaha High Low, but I think when you play it as a pot limit game, it sucks. And I like pot limit, and I like Omaha High, but if it's a limit game, it sucks. Do you see what I'm saying?
Why do you think it sucks?
Well, because I think that the low kind of kills a little bit of the action in the high-low pot limit. I like high-low limit, but I think that pot limit high Omaha is a better game than pot limit high-low as a pot limit game. That's just my own personal
boy,
opinion.
if you scoop.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and that's,
you can sometimes make the low
why
kill you.
It's a difference.
Yeah,
It's a difference. You want to always go for the scoop.
Yeah, gotta be going both ways, right?
Right.
You might find that game pot limit Omaha High Low, especially if you play it online, might have a little bit more dead money because people are putting, you know, a lot of money in for their lows without like a proper high draw to go for, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you gonna call
That's why I make so much money at it.
Yeah. Got to go for those two-way pots, right? Yeah. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you, DJ Lee, here. Introduce yourself to me when you make it over there from the UK.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
And has Lips made it anywhere overseas at all?
We have a planned event going into England.
Yeah.
In, let's see, London, Paris, South Africa, and we're even looking at Brazil at this point.
Really? I get it. Yeah, some of these guys, they write into the 2+2 board.
How funny is that?
Dee's got top pair here. She limited on the bottom with King Jack.
$10.
And she is going to put out $10. She's got the best hand here. Susie's got a gut shot to the queen. She's not going to get involved. And there you go.
Boy, Dee's just killing them today.
Yeah, she is. Look at that. She started with $100, and she's got, oh man, close to 300 or 400.
Okay, I remember her screen name, Dee Dee.
Dee Dee. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, that's that's a little chip lighter, I think. Did you see that little thing? That's like a chip lighter.
Uh-huh. There you go. Yeah, it's a lighter. And Ronnie's screen name is Soul Searching.
Soul Searching.
Wow,
Ronnie's got ace jack of diamonds in seat 6. And she's going to bring it into 15. And Debbie's this crazy bitch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's crazy, all right, let me tell you.
So $15 raise here by Ronnie. Doesn't look like we have any hands that could probably call a raise. You never know. Bonita, deuce 4. Not that loose, is she? Deuce 4 offsuit?
No.
No? D is not going to play ace rag to the raise. No. We haven't really seen Debbie play that much. I think they're buying some cocktails. Are they ordering?
I think so.
Yeah.
High winner, cocktail. All right, Dee, one to the booth, please.
Oh, wait a minute. Debbie's going to call here with King 9.
Oh, Debbie.
Oh, wow, and she hits a pair, top pair. She's got top and bottom, actually, 2 pair. And she just comes out and bets, and Ronnie does not get involved. There you go. Nice hand there for Debbie.
One time.
I haven't had any.
How many champions do we have on the table here? Have any of these other ladies won tournaments or gone deep besides London?
Yeah, let
Maybe
me
I
see
lied.
here.
Maybe I lied.
Michelle is a champion.
About an hour.
And
Remember, these
London.
buy-ins are, what, at least $100, right, for the most part?
150 to 300.
So it's pretty good money for first prize, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we just had.
I mean, at least $20,000 prize pools, right? Usually, for the most
And
part.
we've
Yeah.
had our largest was recently in Tunica. We had 360, I think it was, or 340.
The prize pool or the
Yeah.
amount of entrance?
That was the buy-in. And
that was the
first
buy-in.
prize
Yeah.
was 33.
Yeah, there you go.
3 and 34,000.
Four-way action. Now, there's always a guy out there, Lupe, that will ask me, or they'll write in and they'll say, well, where's the men's tournament? There are no men's tournaments. Why should ladies have a ladies tournament?
Well, I say get off your butt and start it.
check. River is a 4. Seat 5 bets $10 here, Elisa. And Bonita's going to call with a pair of 4s. So they're going to chop this one up here. Aces and queens, or aces and 4s. And Debbie actually mucked the best hand
I
with
was
queen
going to
9.
say, she didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Well, I mean, she can't. I guess she can't figure she can overcall there.
I figure I missed about 8 bets from that hand.
But in actuality, the funny thing is that can a guy actually go and enter?
Yeah.
It's not because it's not supposedly technically legal to do that or something like that. I don't know. I just
Well, I'll tell you what.
no
had
guy's ever
one guy-
tried that. I mean, he would be ostracized.
No, that's not true.
Oh, really?
We had one fella who was absolutely insistent on registering, and was giving the gals at the table a hard time, and I was busy doing something, and then I found one of our other gals who was playing with him at a live game at a table, and she was the only gal, and the rest were all males. And she stops me. She says, "Come here, come here, come here. This guy says he has to register. He has to come in, and we can't stop him." And I turned to him and I said, "Honey, if you feel you need to be the ladies' champion, by all means, come in." And of course, every guy there gave him the biggest
Right,
razzing.
that's what I mean.
And they stopped, everything. But Phil Gordon actually with his friends got together and came and dragged once.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
a
entered a
sight
ladies
that
tournament.
must
None
have
of
been
them
incredible.
placed any money, but as they got knocked out, the gals got up and cheered them on and thanked them for their money and said bye-bye.
Phil Gordon and drag, huh?
Phil Gordon and drag. They were the Tilt Boys, if I remember correctly.
Pocket
He was
9's here for
college
seat
buddies.
5. And pocket 5's here for Debbie. Let's see if Lisa's going to raise. She's on the button. She says raise.
Make it 15.
She's going to make it 15 to go.
Don't recall.
Yeah, Debbie should.
One of her fives is dead.
Yeah, one of her 5s is dead. She's just out of position here, but they're deep enough. Wow, she's going to make the
good
fold.
job.
Nice hand there for Lisa.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
That's it. Okay, wait.
Get your serious face on, Ronnie.
She's got the highlights going on there, too. There, right?
I'll tell you.
Dee's having a good time. And these ladies don't even have the cocktails yet.
I know, which is shocking. It is just so shocking to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We think we're going to get a Smirnoff ad for Michelle. Told
Oh,
her
yeah.
She should be the poster child for Smirnoff. Smirnoff Ice.
Wow, she's a big Smirnoff Ice drinker.
Uh-huh. And if she doesn't have it, she doesn't win.
You ever drink Zima before, Lupe?
I think so.
You ready?
It's like
I don't even think it's around anymore, is it? I don't even know.
I don't know if it is either, but
Yeah.
isn't it like a Smirnoff Ice kind of a thing?
Yeah, it was actually one of the first of those, may I say it, type of like foo-foo beerish drinks that
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out in a bottle.
I think the
You
problem
know?
was is that you didn't know what it was.
Right. Lisa here's got ace king, and now actually she makes a re-raise, as we had a raise here by Susie with king 10. She re-raises. I was gonna say actually, now every company has one of those drinks. Like Captain Morgan's got some sort of cola, beer alternative drink, and Smirnoff Ice and all these other.
I think Smirnoff Ice made it when they figured out the pucker goes real well with it.
Yeah. Well, pucker goes real well with anything. Button moves over there to seat 7. If you like those sweetie type of drinks, when you're in England, you should try hard cider out of the tap. That stuff is good.
Hard cider.
Yeah.
Mm. Is that like Mike's lemonade?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Sounds like some guy in the background's giving it's Dirty Harry. I think he does a radio show on satellite radio. On I think it's on Wednesday nights. There he is. Why haven't I been on your show yet, Dirty Harry? Yeah, he actually has a show on Sports Byline, and I think on Sirius Satellite Radio. I think it's I want to say 122 on Wednesday nights.
It's a poker show?
Yeah, it's a poker show. Mm. Yep. I've never gotten a chance to ever listen to it because I'm always doing this show.
Right, you're busy boy.
6-6 raised here to 15, and Lisa's in there with a suited connector. She makes the call. Ronnie's got position. Lisa's open-ended now.
Wow.
See if Ronnie makes a continuation bet. Whoa, wait a minute. Lisa's going to make a big semi-bluff here. Makes a big semi-bluff. And Ronnie's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, right. Ooh, that was a monster all in there, Lisa.
Turn was an ace. Ronnie would have had the best hand. Interesting, though, no pair versus no pair, but no pair, the 8-9 has an open-ended straight draw. Lisa's actually favored to win that hand.
You always want to be the raiser, not the caller.
Yeah. Or in this case, she was the better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dirty Harry. What's her name? What's his name? Dirty Wally. Dirty. Yeah, I think it's Dirty Wally. I think it's called
Wally.
Bluff. I think it's Bluff Poker Radio, is it? I don't know. I think it is. He's on Sirius Satellite. We got a raise here by seat 5 and 15. Ace Jack of Spades. And look at this. London's going to move all in. She's on the short stack. She's got Ace 10 offsuit. 44 to call. And let's see if seat 5. She's already has 15 invested in there, so it's only going to be 30 back to her. She's going to get 2-1, at least 2-1 on her money, Lisa is. And she probably can call here, getting a little over 2-1 here. And she has London dominated. The only thing that she doesn't want to see here is if London were to have ace-queen or ace-king,
right,
which she does not have. Other than that, it's the right call here. Yep. London is dominated. She's going to need a lot of help. Look at that. Top 2 right off the bat there for Lisa.
Wow.
London's going to need some sort of running combination here. She could catch a 9 for a straight. Nope. Does not come. And London's gone bust for the second time.
London says, I'm done.
Is she done?
I think so. She's
London Bridge is falling down? Oh, she's going into her wallet.
Is she?
Yeah.
London. I know.
3 ladies, yeah, we're getting worried, dying to get in. Dirty Wally's still yapping back there? Goodness gracious. Button moves over here to seat 9. I was going to say something derogatory about his show, but I haven't heard it yet. I was just kind of saying, like, I'm on the microphone, he's not now, so.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go so far as to do that, because I actually have not heard the show. So anybody tell me if they've ever heard the show. I know a lot of people out there have got Sirius because of Howard Stern. So I think he's on Wednesdays. Get a free plug-in for him.
I really like Sirius just because the trek between San
Well, if you
Diego
travel a lot, yeah,
and,
it's great.
Yeah. And Las Vegas, all not the dead zone, you know?
Yeah, there's no broadcast signal
Right.
like around Barstow, right?
Right. It's great.
It's like $9 a month. Ace 10 here on the flop. Nobody has an ace. It was limped around. Bonita has the best hand. Seat 3 is going to bet 15 here. And she is going to take it down. We have a little over half an hour left, it looks like, in the show. You're allowed to, take little breaks and stuff if you want to.
I'm allowed to take breaks. I'm a workaholic.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm amazed that I stay in here for 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Pocket aces for seat 6.
Sweet.
Yeah, Ronnie. Did you see the look that seat 4 just gave to Wally's comment? Ronnie made it 12 to go with aces. Looks like London bought in for 100. You can actually buy in for 150 when you get down to Felton this game.
Oh.
Seat 9's going to call the suited connector. Now that hand looks pretty, but it's an interesting little mistake pre-flop here by seat 9 because Ronnie does not have enough money for Sherry to make this call. Sherry's got enough money, but again, you got to watch the player that you're playing against who's made the raise. I think Ronnie only has about 30 or 40 bucks left. So the implied odds just aren't there.
Right.
Oh, Ronnie's top set here.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Sherry's going to go for it.
And she's just going to move the rest all in here. I don't mind that bet at all. I mean, look at the turn was a jack. I mean, you don't want somebody sticking around
That's
there.
right. That's right. Suck out on you.
Yeah. There you go. Nice hand there by Ronnie. Top set of aces.
I know. I was there once.
I was telling her.
Wearing the shade. So you don't ever
Yeah.
get to play in any of the tournaments you organize?
No. I'm too busy running around doing prizes. A Lips Tour event is not just a regular poker tournament. We give out prizes. We give out commemorative chips, and I go around, take all the pictures for everybody, and get to meet the gals, get to know them, answer any questions they might have. You know, it's a long day, but it's a fun day. I have to wait for the after party before I could play some poker.
Well, you guys must have been really ecstatic when London won the Legends event.
Oh my gosh, that was divine.
Looks like we're going to see three-way action here. Queen 7-5 with a couple of hearts.
$10.
And Bonita's going to come out and bet as a bluff. She doesn't have anything here, Lupe. And Lisa's going to call with middle pair, maybe playing the player. She has position.
Whoop.
Turns a jack. Now Bonita has a straight draw. She checks. And Lisa's going to bet. She bets 25. Now Bonita has a lot out. She can catch a king, a 10, a 9, or an ace. But the river's a queen. It does not come. And it gets checked down. 7's good. Nice bet there by Lisa. We saw a couple of women check the turn. Didn't make somebody pay for their draw. And in that case, she makes an additional 25 bucks by betting the turn and getting a call out of Bonita there.
So Lisa's up on this game, isn't that right?
No, that's Jaeger. Did you want that on ice, honey?
Yeah, Lupe, have you ever had cranberry pineapple juice with a splash of rum?
Okay.
This is a hidden joke because that's what Bobby Belande ordered one time. That Jean-Robert Belland guy. I don't know. He was on one of the circuit events. He was
let me
talking
just tell
a
you
bunch of
that-
shit about Jennifer Harman, I think.
Let me tell you that he came up. These gals were playing. This is funny in Tunica. Michelle and oh gosh, who was it?
No pun intended.
I think it was Michelle and Tina.
So you're familiar with his antics.
Well, this is hysterical. The gals were sitting there. They're waiting for one more player to open the satellite.
Yeah.
Right? And he walks up, and they're like, well, sit down. Come on now. And he goes, well, I'm in a big game. He's dying for them to say, who are you? You know? And these girls...
Nobody bit,
and then,
right?
No, finally it came out. And they said, yeah, so what? Sit down. Are you going to play? They just blew him off. It was funny.
Susie's got pocket kings, and she raised to 15. Bonita called.
Bonita called.
10-9 offsuit. Here we go. D muck pocket threes. Well, Bonita's got a gut shot and overcards here. 7 would bring her the nuts. Let's see if Susie's going to bet here. The pot's about 35 bucks. She bets 20, and Bonita instantly calls. She needs a 7. Uh-oh, turns a 10. This is going to get her more involved, Lupe. She's got top pair now, and Susie checks.
Oh, smart girl.
But look at this. I mean, Bonita's going to move all in.
And she's going to call.
And Susie's going to call. Bonita needs a 9, a 10, or a 7, and it does not come.
Oh, man.
Susie's going to take it down there with kings. And Bonita is down about 400 there, I think.
All right, Bonita.
Pocket King.
Blackjack's calling your name, honey.
Look at this Kev Map, the guy who starts our post on 2+2 every night. Put a link up here to the Tilt Boys. They
yeah, see?
wrote a trip report. Oh,
Well,
those
it's their
guys in
drag. That's
huh?
their guys in drag.
Who's this guy? Looks like a woman.
Now stop it. See, there they are. How
Yeah.
cute is that?
Anyone who want to know what we're talking about, you can go to 2plus2.com, spelled out, click on forums, tournament poker, world poker tour, etc. Official Live at the Bike thread for February 14th. But I mean, if they had made it far, they would have
Now
won real
Vicky-
money, right?
Vicky's joined the group.
If they, they were real players, they would have played for money if they made it far, right?
Who?
The drag boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the girls took them down.
Right.
What can I say?
So this is Vicky here
This is
in C3.
Vicky. Uh-huh. Okay, the party's begun.
Yeah, Bonita's had enough. Bonita's had enough. Limped around here. Oh, actually, there was a raise pre-flop, but I believe it was by Michelle with King Queen. Ronnie's going to put a little bet in here with a diamond draw and a pair. And Michelle senses weakness, and she raises. And Ronnie quickly calls. But Ronnie's got the best hand with the diamond draw. Oh, now Michelle picks up king up. Ronnie still can catch a diamond, a 6, or a 4 here to have the winning hand. Michelle's going to bet here again. Well, these women take no prisoners. She raised with nothing on the flop there.
Ronnie's going to call.
It's a $20 bet here.
Told
Ronnie
ya.
calls. Again, Ronnie's got a whole bunch of outs here. And the river's a queen.
doesn't
That's
count.
not it. Wow, Ronnie checks, and Michelle bets all in here. 2 pair.
Nice hand.
Shows it to her. 2 pair. You can rebuy up to 150 there, sweetie, Ronnie. Tell her that. You can rebuy when you're 50 or under.
50 or under.
No, you can buy 150.
Yep.
Only if you bust out. Oh, if you bust out.
If you're down to 50, you can rebuy.
Button is in seat 5. Ace King there for seat 8. Pocket Jacks for seat 1.
Nice.
So that is Michelle there. She just won the last hand. She's going to raise again here. 15. Now, how's Dee going to play it? Is she pretty conservative? Will she re-raise with Jacks here, or she'll just call on seat 1?
I think she'll probably just call.
Just call with Jacks?
What, the raise?
Because again, you said Michelle's pretty tight too. She's
Yeah.
coming in for a raise under the gun, so. It's a $15 raise. And you know these ladies, she just calls.
Told ya.
And this is probably going to get heads up here. And Dee is going to have position on Michelle.
I used to do that too when I was I used to be that way growing up.
And Ronnie here's got an ace-3 suited. Does she want to play this?
My son would yell at me, and I know he's watching. Why don't you tell me not to play those hands? Why are you playing?
7-5-4 here. London is not in the hand. Michelle's going to bet out here. And Dee's going to raise. Now, is Dee the type of player where if Michelle were to come back over the top, she could lay this hand down?
Yes.
Yeah?
But Michelle's got that look on her face.
Yeah.
Like, oops.
You blocked the straight, Dee Dee.
She also respects Dee as a player.
Well, she's trying to figure out here. Did you just say, what would Jesus do? I wonder if she's referring... I wonder if she was referring to our Jesus. And she said, save a horse, ride a cowboy? Wow. My goodness. Family show here, live life.
Live straddle.
Not when these ladies are around here, I guess, huh? Live straddle.
Don't get them started.
They still don't have any alcohol yet, right?
None of them?
Oh, they are drinking. I didn't see
Oh,
it.
okay.
Because these dealers are too quick. They do such a good job.
Ronnie's got ace queen on the button.
I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool that all of their mates agreed to let them to come out here on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, right? I mean, their husbands let them come.
I said agreed. I didn't say let them.
Usually it's the other way around, right? Could you get to see a bunch of husbands on a poker show on Valentine's night? Probably not.
Right.
I don't think the wives would let them.
There you go. Now it's let them.
Yeah.
It's almost a family party.
7-way action here, limped around. Jack 7-9. Michelle's got top pair there in seat 8. But Vicky's got a better kicker in seat 3. Welcome to the game, Vicky, with King Jack. Well, Michelle's going to bet out 20. Let's see how Vicky's going to play her. Now, again, with these types of stacks, Vicky should probably just move all in or fold here. If she does, she's just not that deep. But she just calls.
Somebody missed a bet. Reminds me next time to look at both.
Yeah, Ronnie said I should have raised pre-flop.
That's right.
We're heads up. Turns a queen. Both players have straight draws now, I believe. Yeah. Gets checked to Vicky, and she's going to bet. She's going to bet 40. Wow, Michelle's going to move all in.
Her. Think you'll call her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wonder if Michelle looks at the board. What can she beat right now? She can't beat Queen Jack. She can't beat King Jack. She can't beat Ace Jack, obviously. She's check raised all in, and let's see what Vicky's going to do. I think Vicky's pot stuck here.
Call her.
She can't beat the Queen.
Told you.
Yep. I think it's the right play there at this time. And Michelle's going to need some help. Pair the bottom card would give it a chop. The river's an ace, but the King Jack is still going to play. Pair of jacks with an ace, king, queen. If a 7 or a 9 had come, they would have chopped it up there. Actually, they wouldn't have chopped it up. Vicky still had it on. Okay. Nice hand, Vicky. Chips.
Chips.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Wayne.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Wansa.
You look different.
There we go. Information here for homeless Wally. Wednesdays at 8 Eastern on Sports Byline USA and Sirius Satellite Radio 122 and America Armed Forces Radio. And shows will replay on Thursdays at 10 Eastern. Oh, okay. So I could catch it if I'm ever up in the morning.
I need chips.
There you go.
You're up that early? I
No,
think
never.
So.
Never, except for this morning. I actually took the satellite radio out of my house and put it in my car so that I could listen to Stern on the way to the federal courthouse.
You like Stern?
Yeah, the criminal courthouse.
But you're so good with just
Downtown LA. I've only been there. I've lived in the city for 3 years. There's just no reason to go there. I've been there for like 3 different times. That's it. There's nothing down.
Now, is the fashion district in downtown?
Yeah, fashion district is in
okay,
downtown.
that's when I go.
But the
I go
fashion
there.
district is not necessarily like a retail district. It's more of like a fabric district, isn't it? I don't know.
No, it's a wholesale.
Wholesale, right.
Of many different things.
Yeah. London's raised here to 15 with pocket 7s on the button. I gotta tell you, I was a little bit surprised. I thought Little Tokyo was gonna be bigger. I thought it was gonna be like Koreatown. Koreatown's like 10 blocks. Little Tokyo was like 4 restaurants. It was nothing like Koreatown.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Have you ever had Korean barbecue before? When you cook the meat on the table?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
And they have little bowls of all kinds of things.
Yeah, on the sides. Koreatown's very interesting, people that live in LA, because it's actually my friend lives there. It's 2 distinct cultures that live in the same area, the 8-block area. It's Koreans and El Salvadorians.
Oh, wow.
And they don't really intermingle, but they occupy the same space. So you got like a Korean restaurant and El Salvadorian restaurant, Korean store, El Salvadorian store. They obviously don't speak the same language.
No.
But it's just 2 different...
And very different cultures.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Anyone
Wow.
who's familiar with LA. King, Queen of Diamonds here for seat 4. Pocket Jacks for seat 5. And we're going to see a race here. It's going to make it 20 to go.
Yeah, that was cool.
on the turn. And he's the one
Hi
lining.
there.
No, you were on the table over there and you heard
Oh, I'm
about
like,
it.
because I know you had a full house at one point.
20 to go with Jacks. But C4's got a pretty good hand. King, Queen suited. Think she's going to call pre-flop here one time?
Yeah. King, queen, yes, one time.
Yeah, she doesn't even play it. Wow, Debbie's pretty tight.
Wow.
I need one other card.
Maybe playing the player there.
Yeah, at least 10 suited.
Who did the raising?
Seat 5.
So anyway, he bitch.
Ronnie in seat number 6 wants to say hi to her husband, Mark.
That guy.
Aww.
Do you know Ronnie's husband? Hey. Oh. There he is.
Yeah. What an amazing family.
Going off on my mom.
She has adopted children.
Mark is one of the tournament staff here, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
But after the
Well, here we go. Chip count up to date right now. Here we are now. Here we are before. Oh, here's the difference. Excuse me.
I went.
Here's the difference.
Lisa, big winner.
She checked. I went all in. And they both called.
Seat 5 up $300.
Right?
London down.
Something like 6.
Bonita got up. She was down.
Even out.
That's great.
Button moves over there to seat 9.
Get it quick.
Yeah.
Get it quick.
Let me go home and buy it and I'll sell it to her.
Well, are they going to chop it up here?
You want to chop it?
Chop, chop?
You want to let?
Well, that's not fair, Susie. You don't get to do that.
I would dare, but not against you.
I just think it's funny sometimes. Usually you chop or you don't chop.
Force.
Yeah. Usually you chop or you don't
You
chop.
don't chop, yeah.
As opposed to depending on what you have in your hand, especially when you're in position.
Yeah. And after that, she
Again, I got about a little under a half an hour left in the show. Check out the LA poker scene. $500,000 free roll. Use the bonus code 5x500K to get yourself 5 free entries into the first stage free roll. If you win that free roll, you get into the finals in October. $200,000 first prize. LAPokerscene.com. You can also play in a 50 plus 5 no limit hold'em tournament this Sunday at 3 Pacific time. $100 bounty on my head.
Wow.
Check it out.
We could take you down.
Enter in, Loopy. What are you doing Sunday afternoon? I know it's big online tournament day. Online poker day, Sunday afternoon. Football season's over.
Go to lipstour.com and tell me what I'm doing.
Lipstour.com?
You go to lipstour.com, look at my calendar, and you tell me what I'm doing.
You've got your calendar? Luckily for me, I have a computer right here. I can look at that. 4-way action here.
Bunch of ace rags. Look at
Yeah.
that.
London flop top pair. Lipstour.com, huh?
They do. But the server should tell them how many people have logged on. I hope it's big.
$10 bet here by London. She's going to come out and bet with the ace 4.
Let's see.
I don't know. I said, love you, bubs. I've promoted all kinds of good things today. So.
I have a free weekend.
19th. There's nothing going on there.
I'm digging that. I'm gonna take you down, then,
All right.
honey.
And Vicky has called here with ace 3. Both players have a pair and a wheel draw with an ace kicker. Turns of 4. Now London's got trip 4s. And London's got a check right behind Vicky. And the river's a king. Maybe that works against an aggressive player that might come out and bet the river. I don't know how Vicky plays. You probably more.
She's pretty solid.
Yeah. Because at that time, I preach in this game maybe to usually put some more money there and on the turn, bet the turn. Unless you've got somebody's going to come on automatically bet the river because you checked the turn and position.
Right.
And maybe she gets a call there on the turn, maybe not. Button moves over there to seat 2. So the next Lips Tour event is at the Saboba
Casino.
Casino.
That's in Palm Springs.
Okay. 150 plus 25.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are you expecting for that one?
Well, this is a new location for us. I would say we probably bring in a couple hundred.
Couple hundred?
There's a lot of players in the Palm Springs area.
London's going to raise it up here with ace jack offsuit. And I don't know if she's going to get a call here. Oh, looks like some gifts will come into the table here, Lupe.
Oh, boy.
Is that food? I'm starving back here. Tell her to bring one back here for me. Oh, it's lotion. Thanks, Evelyn.
Oh, that's nice. There.
Lotion.
Gotta have our lotion.
I think I'm going to actually... Oh, is that chocolate?
There we go. Now the chocolate comes out.
Donna's going to have to grab me one of those. Look at those heart-shaped chocolate.
Pass her one, would you? You give me one. Pass her a chocolate. One.
Anybody else?
Me!
Not you either. Just milk chocolate? Yeah,
Ace Jack of Diamonds over here for seat 2.
Oh, I bet my heart.
Yeah, there you go. She's going to limp in with the heart.
She's all in with the heart. Oh, thank you.
Here's the lucky clover.
All right, we got one back here.
You know they take good care of us at the bike if they're bringing us chocolate.
Yep. Ray's here to 15 here by seat 9. She's got ace 10 offsuit.
She hasn't played very many hands.
Now, Susie's got ace jack of diamonds, and she calls. And the button's going to call. Vicky with king 3 of diamonds. Wow.
Wow.
Well, Vicky better hope diamonds don't come here.
That'd be dangerous.
775. It's missed everyone. And it does not look like Sherry has... Did she come out and bet? No. Checked around. Turns another 7. Ace Jack is still good here, folks. 3 7s with a 5. Or 3 7s with an Ace Jack, and the river's a 3. And that means that Ace Jack
Vicky hit
is
3.
not going to play because Vicky hit the 3. And it gets checked down.
Oh, a 3.
Funny, Vicky might have been able to throw a bet in there on the river and maybe gotten called by one of those aces with a 3. They were suited. They were suited.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Did she go with the Bonito school of
now
thought?
She's embarrassed.
And the button moves over here to seat 4.
No. What is it with this king 3? No, she had king 5. She had king deuce.
We are here live at the bike playing the Lips $100 No Limit. The blinds for this game are 2 and 3. $100 maximum buy-in. We webcast live cash games every Monday through Friday. Check us out tomorrow night for a big $25.50 unrestricted buy-in no limit game. Possibly featuring stars such as Joseph Hashem, Antonio the Magician, and Mike Manasseh.
Wow.
Unconfirmed, but we're still keeping our fingers crossed.
If anything we said at this table was binding, we'd all be divorced and broke.
They know that there's a microphone out there, don't they?
Now it's stopped.
Oh, goodness.
Well, you're a little outspoken. Thanks, you haven't figured that out.
Chopped up here. We've got about 15 minutes left in the show. I want to thank everybody for joining us and encourage everyone to check out, especially those ladies out there, lipstour.com.
Better watch out. You're going to get a new nickname. She already has. It's happening.
And pokerchicks.com, right?
Pokerchicks, C-H-I-X.
C-H-I-X. There it is. The Lip Store.
Anita knows she plays 2 suited cards. She loves suited cards.
Ace Queen here for D in seat 9. Now, last time I saw her limp in with this hand, she did not raise because you said she plays it pretty tight. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Those are her favorite hands.
She doesn't care what they look like if they're suited.
Okay, they're talking about Bonita.
Yeah.
She'll hit them a lot of times.
I mean, but if I have an ace or
Well, seat number...
Let's take a vote.
Excuse me, it's seat 9 with Ace Queen, and Sherry's going to raise. Did they say who takes a vote? Vicky or Bonita plays better?
Oh, check out. Yeah, who thinks that that's bad? And they raise their hand.
As long as I keep making money, I'll live with whatever nicknames you want to see.
Exactly.
Bonita today.
And no one's going to give Sherry any action here, it doesn't look like.
Nope.
She's going to take it down.
Wait, don't you have two babies?
Frank Ravello. Is that Michelle's husband?
Uh-huh.
She says, please get my wife a Smirnoff.
I know.
She needs all the help that she can get.
I'm telling you, she doesn't know how to play when she has a Smirnoff in her hand.
I didn't read that one.
Nice, Daddy.
It was
Seat 8.
that said
Live straddle here by Sherry. You always see her with a Smirnoff in her hand, no? There she is.
I didn't get that.
Smirnoff to seat 8, please.
Okay, Sherry has been voted the official timekeeper live at the bike.
My watch says 30 minutes.
Ooh.
So Sherry is straddled here. Seat number
Again?
9. $6 to call.
$6 you can't take.
Hello.
Oh.
$6 to call here. And looks like C5 is going to raise it up to $15. Yeah. And seat 9 is going to raise it up here to 6. Or excuse me, to 15. Oh, wait a minute, I'm a little bit confused here. She called. I think Lisa made it 15.
Right.
Now Lisa here, she did not flop anything here. 8-7 deuce. Lisa is going to bet 20. And she is going to take it down. There you go. Nice little continuation bet there. Takes it down.
Play with the kids? They sit there and even the baby is like, Mommy, when we go to Vegas, we go to Vegas.
I thought Little Tokyo would be bigger. Great quote by me, huh?
That was funny.
Easy, Kenny.
I read somewhere that
Again, we want to tell you about going to Kenna James's website, kennajames.com, and prepare yourself because when you go there, we've got several people that have commented about the fact that there are gunshot sounds that really shock you if you're not prepared, like gunshots.
Had the same amount of chips as I did.
Service?
King Queen suited here for seat 9.
You haven't seen nothing till you've seen Kenna James do an Elvis impression to Gwen Stefani's. Oh, what's that song? Gwen Stefani's song?
Oh, she's got a lot of them.
No. The one that's. Oh, man. Now I have to ask Michelle.
Holla Back Girl, It's
Yes,
My Life.
Ain't No Holla Back Girl.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he's singing it, doing an Elvis impression with his hands in his belt buckle. It is hysterical.
Ronnie's got ace-10 here. She's got the best hand. She's going to bet.
5-3 like it was Pocket Rockets. I'm all in.
I'll be named Bonita.
And Sherry's missed, and Ronnie's going to take it down. Kenna James is a character, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
He is a character. Great guy.
He's sponsored by my sponsors.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's going to get a lot more popular when, his episode of
Why do you think
WPT comes out, Legends.
Wait, he came in second in that, didn't he?
Yeah, he came in second, but, of course, he's going to be on the Travel Channel and such.
Yeah, he's pretty popular.
In,
anyway.
I think it's in, Evelyn, March 17th? March 17th? Legends? March 17th, I think it's on.
It's getting aired.
Yeah. Maybe March 15th,
15th.
because that's a
Yeah, it's a
Wednesday. It's
Wednesday.
either the 15th or the 22nd, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I have to go to his site now.
Yeah. We get a raise here. $15. That's Michelle. She's got pocket 10s. Now Sherry's got King Queen. She's got King Queen a lot tonight.
I know, and it's never hit.
Yeah, she's not going to
That's
play.
why she's throwing it.
I should just throw it away because I'm not going to call you anyway.
Oh, yes, you will.
And D is not going to call.
Michelle can't win a bike.
She's all, every time I'm at a 10, she has pocket 10.
Yeah. You had 10
King
she had 10.
You have the food here at the bike? It's great.
Oh,
food.
yes.
You raise it.
Great
Absolutely awesome. The grill.
food. Unbelievable food.
I wouldn't want either. I don't know.
Yeah, the grill, the food on the floor, all that food is just fantastic. Of course, you can eat here for free. Absolutely fantastic. Button moves over here to seat number 9.
I want to squeal.
Pocket 7's here for seat 6. And Ronnie is going to raise it up here at $12.
What she said? I said I want to squeal because the jackpot's so big. But
We got a squealer on table
if
00.
I would have shortened the sentence a little bit.
Squealer on 00.
A squealer.
Me too. I sort of watched.
Susie has ace 10. Is she going to play this hand?
Yes.
It's a low pitch.
And she makes the call. Sometimes that's a dominated hand there with ace 10. And we are heads up here.
It's not harassment unless you don't like it.
10, 3, 9, and Susie's outflopped Ronnie. She's got ace 10. Top pair. And she's going to come out and bet. She bets 20. 20s. As the dealer will commonly
Ronnie will lay
say.
it down.
You're good. You're good to go.
Well, yeah, against a player like Susie who's going to come out and bet. Probably pocket 7s aren't good, right?
Right.
Yeah. And Susie's going to take. Do I detect a little hint of an accent there from Susie?
We need tips, please.
From Susie?
Tips,
No?
please. Double six.
I guess you
I
can't
don't know
tell
where
when you're
that would be
typing
from.
online and chatting online with her, right? Button moves over
I
here
don't
to seat
remember
1.
where she's from.
Yeah. Sounded like a little bit foreign, but that might have just been the way that it sounded when she came out. When it came out, when she said thank you.
Weren't you halves with them anyway?
Time for a few more hands here. Button moves over here to seat 9.
Oh, Lord. No wonder she looked at me so funny, like, what are you calling me?
I'm Lisa. I don't know.
Can you give me a hand here?
Limp here by seat number 8.
I know you're
Ace 4.
Uh-oh. You said nobody knows me?
See, this is the other thing, too. Do you hear all the chatter? You don't hear that at a lot of
Right.
poker tables. But this is at a women's event. It's like that all the time.
Sly Golfer was the other girl.
Well,
Sly is
Sly is Sylvia, but
Oh, yeah, I totally looked at the golf.
they're a team.
And Susie's going to call.
Oh, sure.
She doesn't play many hands.
She hasn't done that.
It's suited. So he's going to get Raz, too.
I am. Okay.
Yep, King 5 and diamonds.
Leave me.
I won one.
Three-way action.
And you haven't done anything to mess up?
8, 4, 3 with a couple of hearts. Vicky's got a straight draw here to the 6. Michelle has a pair with ace 4. See if Michelle's going to bet. She looks like one of the stronger players at the table.
She's really tough.
And from what I've seen her. I mean, pretty aggressive post flop.
Yep.
She's going to bet it with a piece of it. She knows she's got the best hand. She bets and she takes it down with ace 4.
Yeah, I gave up fighting last week.
There you go. And I still don't think she has a Smirnoff Ice over there yet.
I don't know. They must not have it in stock.
I'm glad I finally got to meet you. Yeah, it's always nice to put a face to do your playing.
Button moves over here to seat number 2. Little suited connector for seat 2. 10, 9 of diamonds.
Can't wait to see what Lupe is saying about me.
We're talking about your Smirnoff, Michelle.
Can't wait.
Of course, if you want to watch this show in a repeat, if any of your husbands out there, the women on the table can watch this tonight all the way up until tomorrow at 5 p.m. Replays on the 24/7 loop. You can also catch it on Sunday afternoon. So, Lupe, if you're going to play in the tournament, you can catch it on Sunday afternoon.
I will do that right after I kick your butt, right?
You have to show everybody.
Come on.
No,
Six-way action here.
Come on, Michelle, show it. Talk about bling.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a belt buckle.
Our one of our gals, Survivor, bought her that for Christmas. And, of course, her name is Tina, which is 4 little letters. And then she ordered Michelle's, and it practically wraps around her.
Seat 2 is going to bet $15 here with the diamond draw.
Remember that? Oh, I really want to call my face. And then Lupe came over like, here, he's the head belt buckle.
Dude, I'm the head. I have 8 letters.
Sorry, dear. Guadalupe beats you.
Winner.
Girl.
That's quite a little bling bling, huh?
Oh, yeah. We're all about the bling, can't you tell?
We're going to take a look at one last chip count of the night in a couple of minutes here.
Oh, no. One time I played Limit. They're talking about my blouse because I had worn a satin blouse that night.
Oh, here we go. This is where we are now. Yeah, we're right now. And the next screen will be the difference.
Yeah. Tonight? It's okay. I keep looking down.
Lupe, you want to read that email? I haven't showed you some of the other emails we've gotten tonight.
Has it been pretty bad?
So Lisa is going to be the big winner for the evening here in seat 5, $300. Dee's got 150, and London is down about $100. And Michelle's down about 220, and of course Bonita took an early exit.
Yes, she did.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
And Julie left as a winner.
I'll donate to Ronnie even though I've already bought her a drink. I'll buy another drink.
I think this guy was joking.
You did? Oh, that's right. You're
No,
See
I
the
don't
smiley
think he
face?
Yeah. Okay.
Vicky raised here to $15, $16, base queen.
I gotta call this just because.
And yeah, Ronnie says I got a call.
Oh.
King 7. Wow, is that some history with that hand for her?
I don't know what she's doing.
Oh my goodness.
So 4-way action here, pretty big pot. And Vicky's got top pair. Now is Ronnie going to get herself into trouble here with
No.
King 7?
No.
She's going to come out and bet. Well, maybe she'll get her information here. 20s.
Okay.
Dee's going to lay that down.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's the raise there by Vicky. It makes it 40.
Ronnie's going to lay it down now.
See it now. Ronnie can make this way down now.
I so want to do this, but I won't.
Good job.
I called this for your benefit.
Oh, he's
Nice hand.
nice hand.
I wasn't totally sucking out that time.
That was strike, too.
I had a feeling.
I had my King 7. Well, it wasn't King 5. That was what was wrong. I had
King 7. Nothing like King rag off suit from early position.
No.
Oh, hey.
I called the raise.
That's right.
Button's going to move over there to seat 4. We've had a lot of fun here at Live Bike tonight. Again, you can join us tomorrow night for our $25.50 unrestricted buy-in, no limit hold'em game. And Thursday is most likely going to be $300, $500, and Friday is our $10, $20, $1,000 game.
Yeah, and then the gambler will be happy that he'll get his ball scratchers back.
Gotta keep an eye on Lisa.
I know.
Need that chocolate.
The gambler said, what the hell happened to my Live at the Bike? There's a bunch of silly bitches on my screen. No. Wow, pocket 9's over here for seat 8 and ace queen for seat 4.
When you're gonna eat that kind of stuff, you need to call me.
You should have made her bet.
Seat 8 raised it up to 15. Now seat 8 is Michelle. She's pretty tight. You wonder if you're Debbie, could you ever get away from ace queen? You do have position here.
No, she'll play.
She's going to make the call. And we're heads up here.
Yeah.
Debbie's going to need to hit this flop. She misses it. Not a bad flop for pocket 9s. I'm sure Michelle's probably going to
Michelle
lead.
won't bet.
Yeah. And she does. She bets 15s. That's a new one for me.
Don't call.
Wow. Debbie doesn't have a heart, just she doesn't have any draw. She's going to call. She's going to call
praying.
in position.
Oh,
Oh, turns an ace. She's got it. Michelle checks. Debbie's going to bet. Yeah, that's it. Take it down there for Debbie with the ace-queen. Queen would have come on the river, too, giving her 2 pair. You know, I should make fun of people who, you know, English isn't is their second language. I can't speak any other languages.
English is my second language.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This particular dealer has a little bit of trouble with plurality, though. She's been on the show for about 6, I don't know, maybe at least a year. So I always get a little kick out of that.
Spent 2 years in speech therapy to get rid of my Spanish accent.
Yeah, you don't have an accent at all.
I know, until I get drunk. Or pissed
Oh,
off.
yeah. Buttons in seat 5. Jack 10, Queen 10. And we get a raise here by seat 5. She's got pocket 7s.
15.
She's going to raise it up to 15. And Vicky, wow, she's playing 10-3 suited here.
No way.
Unbelievable.
Was she the butt? Or was she
No,
the
she'd limped
blind?
in mid-position.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. Not going to play it. Any 2 suited? Yeah, for sure, huh?
I'd have to go out there and wring her neck. That's getting crazy.
PokerChicks.com. PokerChix.
Yes, if you go to the other spelling, you're going to have a porn site.
Porn site? Yeah. So getting back to Jean-Robert Balland.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Live the Bike one time, and he ordered pineapple and cranberry juice with a splash of Malibu.
Oh, man, that's bad. He didn't do that live, did
Yeah,
he?
he did. We picked it
Oh,
up, too.
no.
Yep, and he lived to talk about it later on. Actually, he's pretty solid. He seemed to be a pretty solid player. Cash game player. You'd think because we see...
I might have ordered something like that, but it would have been more like Malibu,
Right,
pineapple
right.
with the splash of cranberry.
Right.
How about that? That's my bad.
Okay,
go ahead.
And we got 3-way action here. Queen 4, Queen. London's good here with Ace 9. It's the best hand. D was playing an Ace 7 suited. Everybody checks. Michelle got a free ride in the blind. Ace 9 is still good here. Check, check, check.
I'll check my ace.
Check. And the river is a deuce, and the aces are going to chop it up here. London and D.
Here's my ace.
Yep, chop it up. There you go.
Good one. Oh, wait.
And this is next hand is going to be the last hand of the night, Lupe.
Okay.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for
My
coming
pleasure,
in.
too.
And promoting Lips and helping me do the commentary tonight.
Well, I
Again,
loved
go
it.
to
Enjoyed it.
lipstour.com. Also go to PokerChicks with an X.
With an X.
.com, and always be looking for those Lips Tour events
Yeah.
in your local tournament series.
And we'll be back here at the bike on the 18th of March.
Yes, for Winning in the Green.
Winning in the Green.
So let's get into the last hand of the night. Button moves over to London in seat 7. Small and big blind in 8 and 9.
might not be so happy.
Jack 8 of hearts over there for seat 3. She's going to limp in. 2 suited.
It's like bad, good.
There, Susie puts the frog over her cards. Limp by Vicky. Pocket 4s for Ronnie. She limps. We are going to see 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
4, 5-way action here. Finish the hand.
Almost a family pot.
10, 10, 7. Looks like Ronnie has the best hand here. Oh, look at this. Susie flop trip queens. She does not bet. But Ronnie's going to put a little bet out there, maybe figuring she might have the best hand in her pocket fours. She's probably going to realize that Susie either check raises or calls that she's beat. Let's see how Susie's going to play it. She just calls. Bad thing for Susie here is that if Ronnie spikes a 4, Ronnie's going to have all her money. And Vicky calls with a gut shot to the 9. Turns a 6. Smart play here for Ronnie would be probably to check the turn. You got to think you're beat at this point. Well, Susie's not even going to let that happen. She's going to come out and bet.
Good job.
She bets 20.
Calls, and then the straight comes. I guess that means I should fold, huh?
Very good, Ronnie.
She called in my head said 8-9.
And Ronnie folds.
Good job.
And that is going to do it for us tonight. Again, you can join us tomorrow night and every night at 7 o'clock Pacific time for more cash game action. For everyone here in the booth and for Lupe, I'm Bart Hanson. Good night, everybody, from Live at the Bike.
Thank you.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.